stream begin. And so he began the stream. And it was good. Very good. Yes, indeed. He played Dark Souls, the video game that no human has ever beaten. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I don't care who watches. It could be no one. It's probably no one. I will play the video game. Included. Okay. And not dropping any frames, that's good. Off we go, off we go. Audio seems okay, alright. I'm just glad that it's not Halo Infinite. Yes, I forgot which hat. .1, that's what it was. And I was not allowed to wear this hat. Oh, I can wear this hat. Welcome back, Kel. Yeah. By the way, if anyone's wondering, the next emote goal, the point total, did go down, I think. Because I had to reset it. Did it go back up? I don't know. But it did go down in between last stream. I guess just by virtue of people's subs running out and things like that. If that's on your minds, which it most assuredly is not, but if it was, then it is. What? There we go. How much can I... That is pretty dang close. Pretty dang close, I think. Hello, Octo Tasty. All 8 tasties. Alright. You know, having the... I'm glad that the hood is there. Actually, one of my favorite sets in the game is the female Pyromancer set. It's this one, except for some reason the female version looks way softer, and it's more of a gray color, and the model looks a lot better. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but eh. Okay, since you guys are early, we'll take care of some dialogue, and then after that I'll go get my ass kicked by Artorias.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed.
2021.
Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human.
She's having a bad run of luck.
Couldst thou once more play the savior?
Okay. Sure thing, penis lady. You know, just a little bit more. If that ridge was just a little tighter, she'd really be in there.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth.
How are you talking?
Of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Urasil.
How are you talking? You don't have a mouth. She does have like a ridge for like a nose, which is kind of weird. She's got a little polygon bit kind of sticking out there. She doesn't need to have that, but she has it. What are you? I can never figure this out, like what the mushroom people are. Because there's the punchy mushroom people that apparently may have come from the Greylands. I don't know. They're in the Great Hollow, and they're obviously in the garden. I could accept that they were like magically created beings, you know, in Ulasil, but then why would they be in the Great Hollow? And how come none of them talk except for Elizabeth, who doesn't have any limbs? It's very confusing. Anyways, let's buy nothing from you. You got nothing. Except for goody powder. I could buy that. Don't really need it right now, though.
Thou shalt see further on. An abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil.
Yes, dear?
Not Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark.
Oh,
Without
no.
doubt
He's
he
got
will
more
be
than a murmur.
swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet.
I can't quite remember what the... Wow, I've forgotten so much. I had all these theories and stuff during my playthrough, and I just can't remember them. Oh, hello there. But I think the... Like the abyssal, like the murky abyss that is being exuded by Manus might just be like a precursor to the more void-like abyss that exists in the abyss itself, certainly. Maybe that's something that the world will just turn into eventually. I don't know.
Thou shalt see further on.
I have a minor headache,
an
so
abyss
it's best
was
not to
begat
think
of
about it.
the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow.
Just never memory talk. Alright.
May the flames guide thee.
Oh, she's a religious nut too. It's unfortunate. If I recall correctly, there's like a random item over here somewhere. By the way, doing fairly well on my Twitch goals recently. For me, anyways. Yep, here it is. A single humanity, thank God. All is forgiven. All is good in the world. Yeah, so thank all you guys for all your subs and whatnot. Kel? You here already? Gosh, that was fast, Kel. Why are you nude? What's going on with you there, buddy? That has been a good... Since I made this build specifically so that I could co-op with people, but I haven't really had the chance to get summoned into other people's games, it has been nice to have Kel here to where I can just putz about that way. Oh, he fall down. Whoa. 90? Wow. Oh, that's why you're naked. You're remembering that I didn't do anything with the Dragon Covenant. So now you gotta show off. Well, you enjoy that, big man. Where are you going? He died the way he lived. Naked. He gets stuck on the ledge. Yeah, at first I thought it was some sort of internet error, because I'm so used to that. Okay, it's kind of bad news that old Grant here is not doing too much damage. Welcome back, Big Chill __. Yeah. It is bad news for me. I always feel the need to check here. Like, I know obviously the chest is not going to be there, but I just feel the need to check. Meyo Rolo. I felt like pronouncing your your name with the double L roll. Welcome back, buddy. Yeah. Oh, right. All the Guardian pieces. Wow, I've forgotten so much. All the Guardian armor pieces are all split up all over the place. Okay. What is the best way to go about... Ooh. Well, you keep doing that, buddy. The first one didn't land, so he just kept doing it. Like this. He'll walk into it eventually. With enemies that outrange you, I found the best way to deal with them is to find a corner or something that will force them to take the edge. I never noticed this. See those little plants on the ground? And I know he's coming this way. Like little dragon fruit. Oh, hello. Prepare for the bonking of a lifetime. Yeah, this is remaster. Yeah, I like the idea of using Grant for a little bit. It's a very boring weapon, though. If it's, yeah, they're all over the place. They just don't glow whenever they're in the sunlight. If the Wrath of God thing didn't reduce durability so much, or at all, really, then it probably would have been at least a little bit more interesting. Alright. Hey, Dropout. What's going on, buddy? Ooh. Not doing anything special here. Just hopefully getting rid of this game forever. Kale's naked. He's also a dragon. Are you naked? Better be. Alright. Not doing anything special today, though. Just going to defeat Oratorius, hopefully. Which is to say, I'll make Kel do it. Then I'll take the credits. I wish these little plant guys would go away. They're an invasive species. Okay, you can attack me. I just want to get rid of you, because I'm being lazy. Wow. Alright, interesting. Oh, did that summoning fail? Guess so. May as well heal. Ooh. Wow, his leash range is way further than I thought it'd be. Here, I'll summon Kel into a fun situation. That'll be funny. Do your big ground thing. There you go. Good job, Honey Pie. There's those castrals. Oh, it's a friendly phantom. There he goes. What's Kel dropping? Is it... I hope it's feces. Oh, it's this Twinkling Titanite. Oh, damn, Kel. You're not supposed to do that. Here, hold on, I'll get something to drink. I've got to put away my little headache hat, too. This Propel water is not all bad. Yeah. I was, actually looking at... I don't know if you care about this. Before we started, I was actually watching some of, Brandon's, VODs that he had on his YouTube channel, where he was invading. I guess I should... And I scrolled down to check in the comments, knowing what I would find. Of course, there's a lot of people complaining about how difficult it is to invade a course, which naturally it is. And hoping that whenever hosts have their summons defeated, then they can't resummon, and hoping that the invaders will get more Estus, and hoping that stun locking from multiple opponents will be removed. Basically just, I really hope I have the ability to invade someone and kill them and get away with it. Just there's another video I watched recently, which just kind of sums up all my thoughts on invasions in the first place, but it was about the interviews that Miyazaki did, which he discusses what his thoughts on invasions were, that he saw them as being super enemies. He never intended for it to be a fair fight. Don't do that. Naughty. Like, invaders are not supposed to be PvP encounters, like a lot of invaders fantasize about them being. You're supposed to just be a very strong opponent that drains like a couple of Estus Flask charges. That's all you're supposed to do. Of course, the biggest problem with that design philosophy, and where Miyazaki went wrong, is the fact that invaders don't get rewarded unless the host dies. And that's where the problems come from. Oop. With all the Souls games, most of the... I do not care about the PvP. Even if I was into the PvP, I wouldn't be into the PvP. Because why would I be? What a silly thought. Cull don't get immediately vanquished this time in a hilarious fashion. As I also am vanquished in a hilarious fashion of my own design and undoing. $58 damage. That is fantastic. Whoops. Range is a little bit strange today. Been a little bit off. Ooh, Stone Great Axe. Good for me. Dragon, that sounds really dastardly. You know what I'm looking for. You know what I want. You know why I'm here, bitch. Okay. I need to remember where the hell everything is in this. It's kind of funny how in the past version of the garden, it's way more confusing. Just by virtue of it being so much more open. Damn it. It's really hard to fight these guys with a big-ass slow weapon. Also, I'm lazy and suck. Those other two factors, you know, those also don't really line things up too well. What the fuck are you doing? Getting annoyed already. Takes 3 hits to kill these guys. Yeah, I know. What the fuck? My wog didn't work. Is my durability low already? My durability must be low. Wait, why don't I? Yeah, I do have it. Okay, yeah. I repaired it to being at risk. Impressive. There we go, okay. It takes a lot of repair powder to fix that. Did the thing just die just now? The game is being very mysterious right now. Okay. And it seems like nothing's actually over there, so I guess we don't need to worry about it. Plus, I need to rush through the rest of this game because I really would like to be done with it. Oh, that's why I was doing so little damage. I thought it was because of some bizarre bonus to their resistances. No, I'm just stupid. That's what the problem was. Of course, of course. Sir? He's doing the old, hollow runs forward to get you to chase them trick. Go get him, Kel. These are really nice looking in the remaster. They sort of look like a sea of messages, which means that they have no use to them. Damn, 2 hits now. Having an actual durability actually helps quite a bit. Finally, pants. It's been so long since I've actually done the DLC that I can't remember most of the things. And unfortunately, you can't kill poor Calamite here. Hello. Bye. Bitch. Kel? You could tell Kel was looking at the dragon. I was trying to get the iframes on that. I've always sucked at iframe timing. It's one of the reasons why I don't much care for rolling. There he goes. Ooh, wow, he got deleted. It's not that far down, I wouldn't have expected that. I love screwing around in Dark Souls. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'll do after Dark Souls 1. I have been playing Dark Souls 3. Gosh, it's so awkward. There we go. You do it, Cal. I have found that I actually have enjoyed Dark Souls 3 as long as I'm allowed to have poise. Because that's probably the thing that annoys me the most about 3, is just... As I was going over last time... Ah, the scissor one. Ow! Don't clip. Do not clip. Don't clip. Twitch clippers. As I was going over last time, the thing that I find the most distasteful about... Oh... I pressed in on the stick. I was thinking about Dark Souls 3, and I tried to press in on the stick to jump. That was very stupid. I forgot. That is going to be fun in Elden Ring, because I'm going to be holding down the run button to jump, and I'm also going to be pressing on the stick, and I'm also going to be pressing Breath of the Wild controls to try the jump. And then none of those are going to work because the jump button is none of those things. Truly amazing. Yeah, I think you actually can change it in the remaster. I wonder if you can have it set to both. Oh. PC settings? No. Key settings? No. Okay, I give up. Maybe you can change it in the remaster. Checks for 5 seconds. Never mind. Oh god, it's so hot in here. Oh, you want a Discord call for this? I'm probably only going to be streaming for too long. If it's just the DLC and... I'll summon Kel. Already doing this. If it's just the DLC and Gwyn... Come on. There you go. Okay. Kel will take care of things in the meantime. I've had to explain the dragon numerous times that I... Oh, no, I see you, motherfucker. he also forgot the jump button. No, don't roll. Hold on. What is going on with my controls? Stop attacking. Whoa, what is going on? I've had to explain the dragon numerous times that I have no concept of time. I'll just call him. Here. There we go. Damn, it's hot. Welcome. Yeah. It's true. Okay. Give me a second. Make sure that you guys probably can't hear him yet. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I don't think they can hear you.
Turn it on. They can't.
There you go. Okay. They should be able to hear you now, though.
Let me test it. Yeah, they can. There you go.
See, they
Yeah, I
didn't.
was talking
They
to my
didn't hear
brother,
you
so-
call me an ass. That's it. That's all you missed.
Oh, well. I could always just do it a second time.
There we
Probably
are.
like the 60th time in general.
What have you been up to? Because as I was trying to say, I have no concept of time. I was. I told you this last night. I went back and looked at the release date for Dark Souls 3. That's what I was trying to avoid. And notice 2016 is when that game came out.
Sure is. That sure
And
was.
to me, it feels like 2020 or 2019. I don't know why. Just that's how my brain works, which is definitely incorrect.
When I was working with horses with Techie's Ranch, time had absolutely no meaning to me there either, so I can only imagine that's what it was for you.
Yeah, it's
Just every
sort of
day
like
is
that, I
exactly
guess.
the same. You can see the future by your own routine. Just that's all it is.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not me. It's just the fact that my life is just it never really changes.
Yeah. And it
I have
doesn't
like
help
bouts
when
where a
you work
bunch of
from
random
home.
shit happens.
Yeah, when you work from home, that's just it's just gonna happen anyway. But if it makes you feel better, it happens to me too. Like I just look like, God, that came out 3 years ago, or somebody, I'll see an article and they'll say, this game came back after 12 updates over the year. I'm like, oh, that was a year ago. Excuse me. That type of stuff. 100%.
Makes it pretty easy to wait for things, though. Like Elden Ring, a lot of people are frothing out the mouth for it or whatever. I don't really care that much, but for me, I could kind of forget about it for a while. It's not going to bother me, because it'll feel like it comes out next month to my brain.
Yeah. No, that's how it is, man. Like it just there's not much in between either, so you really get that happening. But we'll see if Elden Ring is strong enough to pull me away from Total Warhammer. I'm not sure it will, but we'll see. I do have to clout chase, and I do have to make money, so Elden Ring's gonna happen one way or another.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately.
gonna happen. I gotta.
We all
do
got
both of those
pigeon-soled
things.
into it.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Except I did skip Sekiro and the Demons remake. I got away with that. I didn't have to do either one. That was
I
nice.
technically have two, technically.
There you go.
I have no interest in playing Sekiro or whatever at all. And Demons, I wanted the full around in, but I just, PS5, so it never came up.
Right.
Okay,
It's
let's
nice to be
remember
able to
to
skip
use the
those.
jump button this time. Get rid of Snip here. Am I aimed? Grant is a terrible weapon. I knew that it was a terrible weapon before I started using it,
There
but
you
it is
are,
indeed a
yeah.
horrendous weapon. I just wanted to use a faith weapon I never used. There's not many faith weapons in 1. This is back in the era where they were really hard-assed about the way that they wanted to implement magic in any way. Which they've been in every single title. Until Elden Ring, maybe. Where everyone has magic.
And magic looks varied, I'll say the least. A lot of different
Yes.
little things you can do.
I couldn't tell if it was just because it was a network test or not, but everyone uses magic. It looks about as effective as most weapon arts or whatever are in most Souls titles, which is to say, not very.
No, there was some of them that were quite powerful, but again, as all the network tests have been, all the values are different because they're trying to give you the experience really quickly and test things out. So everybody was going, oh man, this homing soul sword thing is so good, use this when the game comes out. It's going to be totally different numbers. Nobody should care
Yeah.
about balance in a network
Especially
test.
since the betas are always running off a really old build anyways.
Yeah, and it's I don't understand why we have to have that conversation over and over. It's like this happens with every network test. You guys think there's a meta, and then it's just stupid. I don't know why. Every
Yeah,
time.
I have vague memories of playing 3 with you and Nick whenever... Ooh, forgetting about this
Yeah.
one. Whenever the game came
I
out.
remember that.
I don't at all.
do.
My memory.
I know you were getting mad at me.
I remember that. I don't remember why. It was more just as I was you were not here last time, but I was explaining that I think that the core reason why I get annoyed at certain titles and not others is because the core way that I enjoy the games is just not being hit by things, which is kind of weird, but just anytime that I get poked in a way that I feel is unfair, it doesn't matter if it's for 1 damage, it still gets on my nerves. Whereas if it's something that was my fault, then, you know, who cares? But whenever we were playing 3, yeah, I think it was just because there's so much, like, crazy shit where I was like, alright, this is gonna hit, and then it just didn't. That's the thing that was getting on my nerves.
Right.
Just not understanding what was happening.
Right.
Be safe, Kel. Kel's been helping me out in my little adventures.
Well, that's nice of Kel. They drop
Kel's a
you
nice
in
kid.
good.
He was making a build to invade Reggie. You don't know who Reggie is.
I don't know who Reggie is.
Nah. Do you know who Wooly is?
I do know who Wooly is.
Okay. Reggie is one of Wooly's friends, and they stream together quite often.
Okay.
And right now, Wooly is doing a playthrough where he makes Reggie play Dark Souls. And, Wooly guides him. Which before, Wooly was the one playing through Dark Souls, and Pat was guiding him. And you've actually talked to Pat once or twice before.
I have talked to Pat a few times, yeah.
I know you've talked to Pat once or twice.
I have done that once or twice, yes. I think my only interaction with Wooly, I think I made a joke and they laughed at it in that one Discord we were all in at that. Not the voice one, but the text one. And I think I was making fun of either you or Nick, and they laughed at it. I can't remember, but it was something. But that's literally my only interaction with Wooly. But I remember Pat. I remember that. And I remember playing Dark Souls 3 with you and Nick for a bit. But again, you know, we all have different spheres of what we're interested in, and it's difficult to cross those sections because all of us have varied interests in what we're looking for. So,
Kel, you let them trim those leaves. They're doing it. They're minding their own business, for now. Although if I recall, as you pass this area, they'll become assholes and try to attack you either way. But for the time being, we'll let them trim their leaves.
Static, yeah.
Kel. They're just doing their jobs. Engaging in misbehavior, I see. I like this one that it looked like he turned into stone and started bouncing away. Hello, Gamma. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for the subscription and the additional point towards the next emote that my meter will not notice at all for whatever its reasons. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my new things since I'm a cat. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I heard you were doing the VTuber thing. I heard that was going to be a thing.
Oh.
2D or otherwise. VTuber. Disgusting.
It is. I'm glad that you enjoy it.
I don't think that's going to fit my content. I don't really.
Probably not.
I just don't think Dad translates that well in a VTuber scenario.
Yeah, I've never seen a horse VTuber. It'll be a new thing.
Well, you know, could be the first, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be that.
Smoking horse.
Smoking horse fan.
Yeah.
With horns for no reason, you know, definitely. Oh yeah, you enjoyed that, did you? You liked that one?
Amazing.
I'm glad you're not a Philistine and can appreciate art. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That was Mario Sack humoring an idea I had.
Oh, Mario again?
Yeah.
Mario's been around for a long time.
Hey, Mario. He sure has. He sure has.
I'm surprised I remember that.
He's not only been around a long time, he's doing really well in the D&D community because he does commissions and whatnot for people who want characters. And there's a lot of people who want characters and reference sheets.
Yeah, that's all that shit's
big
been
world.
really taking off lately.
Uh-huh. So,
Feels like ever since 2020, people getting shut in, the people wanting to like create alternate versions of themselves has like really shot up. It's become the new thing.
there's digital identities and whatnot. Yet another thing furries have pioneered.
You're
The new,
welcome, reality.
you guys are, yeah, unbelievable.
No
But
thanks
that's,
at all.
I don't know, we threw that together in 2 seconds, and we've all just been chilling and waiting to see what happens to everything after February. The calm before the storm. And a bunch of people coming back, trying to act like the good old days can happen again. Look how thrilled we are to be here.
Well, it's also the Souls community, so even if
Uh-huh.
everyone comes back, so to speak, then none of us are. We're all going to be just as happy and cheerful as we always were, which is to say, not. So
Right. And judging everybody else. I can't wait to do that again. Oh, you do
Yep.
that? Oh.
We're all back and we're all still assholes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Now remember why I left, you assholes.
Mm-hmm.
This was exactly what's going to happen. Ah, I always managed to get away. I always dread PvP in these games.
I love it. I live for it.
Well, you like 2s, right? I don't
I like-
remember much
well,
of what you did in
okay.
3.
That was because that wasn't on camera, but like before I ever streamed or any of that stuff, I played 1, I played Demons, I did PvP in both. I didn't put in the hours in those games that I did in 2, but I've got at least 800, 1,000 hours into this game, at least, just for PvP.
That's really unfortunate.
It is. So imagine, you know, when 2 really clicked with me. I wasn't anywhere near as good at this one's PvP than I was at the second one's PvP. And 3 was just... I was good at 3, but that's kind of like being king of the morons, because that's, you know, walk
Yeah,
up,
3 is
carve
3.
the sword, you win. And it's like... Ta-da, I had more stamina, you lose. I mean, that's 3 in a nutshell.
Yeah. It might be Elden Ring too. I'm not quite sure.
It might be, which is why,
Elden Ring's
again,
really
like,
stamina focused.
yeah, and it that can be a good thing or a bad thing, but it comes down to, does it feel good? Does it have some, you know, all of that? And I'm not sure it will, from my perspective. I hope people enjoy it on their own, but from my perspective, it might not. But I'm not taking it too seriously. I'm going to play it. I'm going to see what the PvP is, and I'm going to go, all right, is this workable? I don't want to force, like, I'm pretending to have fun. I did that for 3 years. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. Like,
Yeah,
I play
actually,
games to have fun now.
having to have fun as a career doesn't sound like fun.
It hurts when you turn your hobby into a job. That comes back and bites you in the ass, and next thing you know,
Like I'm playing Dark Souls here, but I'm playing it just because I felt like playing it.
yeah, if you feel like playing it, you know, do it.
Plus,
I've
I'm not
grown-
PvPing, so.
Yeah, and I've grown more accepting of that mindset over time, because before I would just be like, oh, you know, people forcing it, people pushing it, and it's just now I'm just gonna let people enjoy things. That's what I'm gonna try to do, and not be as big of an ass as I've been my whole life. So
It's
we'll
gonna
see.
suck if Elden doesn't have an arena of some sort.
I really hope it does, because
There's
to me, that doesn't separate the player base in that game. That separates the people who want something specific out of that. You know.
Yeah, you wouldn't want every single thing to be an invasion. Like, fight clubs were nice. This is one thing that I appreciate about 3, is that people really gravitated to the idea of having fight clubs.
You had to.
Yeah,
You had, I
basically.
mean, there was, you know, because they had that same invading into a gank thing in 3. So I mean, it was, you had to have fight clubs in order to do PvP, and
Yeah, that was the solution. They couldn't quite figure out how to deal with invasion, so the solution was just to face fuck invaders.
absolutely.
No.
You hate PvP in Souls games? God, how do you read a name like that? Sarsaparilla Tango? Yeah, okay. I loved it for a time, and then I grew indifferent to it over time, and then, you know.
Wow, holy shit.
Man.
Betty, I completely forgot about Ronan. Wow.
I fucking...
That
Ronan
unlocked a
by
bunch of
design.
memories.
I was talking about Ronan the other night, dude. Ronan was a god.
He's something.
Yeah, Ronan, he's doing well, by the way. He got married, and he's getting more tattoos. But he got married and had a really stable job, so I'm happy for him.
Tattoos.
Yeah, he's well, yeah, but I actually saw him
Still
about
ripping
a year
fat
ago.
ones with his.
I hope he is. Is Jesus candles?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, actually, I saw he kind of streamed to tell everybody where he was at about a year ago, and I could tell a lot had happened in his life up until that point. And so when I came in there, I was like, Ronan, what's going on? I could tell in his eyes he was embarrassed that I knew who he used to be. But I was really happy that he'd worked himself out. So that was
let me guess.
that was funny. That was
I do
funny.
hope he's doing. I never knew that much about him, but I really enjoyed poking in ever so often.
Yeah, he one of his viewers was somebody who watched me a lot
Yes,
and
of
told me like
course.
updates because
Exactly what
they
happened
apparently
to
like
me.
knew each other in real
We are
life
both strangers in
or
this
something, or they were,
strange
you know,
land. But at least
close
now
pen
there are
pals
two of
or
us.
some shit. I don't know. Either way, he gives me updates a lot about what Ronan's doing, and I always love hearing it 'cause it's normally positive news. And Ronan was
That
definitely
is-
the kind of person that needs good things to happen to him.
Yeah,
Deserves
like it is nice to be able to, because you're so used to hearing like bad news about things
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah, you are.
It's nice to hear that someone's life. I think that's one of the reasons why that people, like even me, people have been like subbing to me just because I mentioned that I'm trying to make my life a little bit better than it has been. So a lot of people have been contributing, and I think a lot of that comes down to people just want to see goodwill in the world.
I love hearing good news from people, especially people who like I know over the last few years, and you know, every few days they'd come in and be like, you know, I got this going on and this going on, you know, because you know you hear about viewers' lives one way or
Did you
another,
happen across Night
and most of the
Arc
time it is bad
legendary
news. So
at
whenever
night?
it's good, it's
He's
just
a-
like thank God, just thank God
So
somebody
long.
is making it right now because shit sucks. Like, man,
Yeah, I remember a sentiment that's usually bandied about by my parents or my brother's generation, which they were born in the 70s, that life isn't getting worse. You're just seeing it for the first time, or, you know, some shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. No, it's getting worse. It's definitely getting worse.
oh yeah, I think it's a mix of both too. Like we're cognitive enough now to be aware of the scope of how the world works. But unfortunately, we can also see the poison that did not exist prior to this.
Speaking of poison, hey, Visitor
Oh, yeah.
Rob. What's going on, buddy? Thank you much for your 3 months, buddy. Yeah. We're gonna fight Otorius real fast.
You do that every time, then yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I have an emote for it. Yeah.
Just clearing that up real quick.
It's like whenever you pee and you gotta shake that little bit off your...
I don't make a noise when that happens, but you know, you do you. That's fine. That's
People like it. Or they hate it. I can't really tell. Either way, it's content. Makes more sense whenever I have a kitty avatar. Whoop. Grant is short range. Oh, Artorias, you behave. He's not behaving. I know what that means. Alright. I think it's time. I'm getting kind of annoyed. Time to break out the shield. Tell you, a great shield just completely turns off this fight. As it does most fights.
Just don't have to give a shit.
I think in my LP, that's what I did. I just equipped Havel's great shield and just talked through the whole thing. Didn't even bother participating.
I mean, you know, that's the streamer privilege. At least you're not sitting in the back just casting spells, right? I mean, shit to get in
I
there.
could. Whoops, accidentally broke my weapon.
He's down with the game.
I'm glad that you can just repair your weapon with, from being broken somehow.
You're not a irrelevant mechanic at all. No way.
By the way, a friendly phantom just so happened to drop me Gwen's soul. I didn't know if you knew that.
That's weird.
It's
That's
really
cool.
friendly.
It's
It
really
was actually a
friendly.
supermodel.
It's pretty cool. Only you can land on these. That would be cool. There we go.
Dude, go away.
That's a pretty cool thing, Betty. Glad to hear something good like that. That's a very cool thing. Okay, just
The
place
Mimic
it
Head.
there.
Kel started equipping the Mimic Head, and I forgot that was a thing to get the additional souls. And then I started seeing people doing it in 3. I'll be glad not to have to see stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, it'd be nice. But then again, if I was gonna go soul farming, I would just PM somebody on Discord.
If I was going to go soul farming, I would hit the Windows Start button and then hit like CH and then, you know, just see what happens.
I've never heard of that in my life.
No. Or just use that shortcut that well, whatever. Straying off topic.
Super secret shortcut.
Speaking of which, I'm playing on a family share account for some reason. It's a mystery. What happened?
Weird.
Souls games don't have any problems though.
No.
No infrastructure
Definitely
issues at all.
not. No way.
Okay. I always forget about all the shit that happens after Artorias. Yes, the screamy guys, that's one. What's that?
Sinlessly, I'm gonna respond in the chat. I think the other way to tell that you're being ganked by Japanese players is when you can't read your name. That's normally a tell.
Let me raise you up some. Alright, say something again.
Testing.
Okay.
Testing
Should be a little
volume.
better.
1, 2, 3.
Oops. Didn't do that. Because you're a little bit low for me sometimes.
Sorry about that. I'm also kind of like relaxed. I've been talking all day. Like I said, I was in a group of my buddies for like 5 hours previous to this.
Yeah, that's a lot to hear. A lot to hear a relaxed dragon.
Yeah, sometimes it's rare, but you know it happens. Rare enough.
I feel way more relaxed than I used to be.
Then again,
Less generally angry.
Even looking at this game sucks the energy right out of me, so that also helps. with
Oh
that.
yeah. That never is going to change.
And there will not. I used to not be able to watch it because I would just get angry. And it was like a involuntary reflex of just getting pissed looking at this series in general and being like, you bastards.
You've taken everything from me.
Yeah, I could have been happy, but I had to do PvP. I had to this is the game I had to get fucking popular on. Fuck you people. And you couldn't even make it good. Didn't have the decency to do that. What's going on there, plebeian?
Good job, Kel.
But I do remember, sinless, not to devalue your statement, I do remember when people did that. The mimic head switch is like, haha, I got you.
Well, in PvE, it's just for the souls, but in PvP, people would especially
Oh, yeah.
enjoy. In PvP, people will go to any lengths possible to be as dickish as they possibly can.
Which is such a waste, because all you really need is the point down. That's all you need. Boom,
Knock
boom,
your?
boom. Didn't
Welcome,
even
knock.
recognize your voice. Oh, I got a new mic, so that might have something to do with it.
Thank you much for the sub, buddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Now, Kel, forewarning, I don't remember where anything in this shithole is.
I remember the layout. I can't remember what's in it.
Which is kind of a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you that minor little feeling of exploration when you don't know where the fuck anything is. There was a time in my life where I knew all this shit so intimately. Yeah, I should have jumped to there. That, like, like everything felt like a chore. Like I hated playing through the game just because there was. Kel, did you chase that crystal lizard away? How dare you? Everything felt like a chore. Nothing about it was fun.
Yeah. Dragon's old Dark Souls 2 Hyde Tower PvP vids? That's a long time ago. Hyde Tower. Whew.
This might be... Might be one of my favorite locations in 2, which is not saying much, but...
Hyde Tower?
Yeah, just, I always like going there
spots
first.
Yeah, they were good spots for fight clubs, because it was just not dark and stupid.
Yeah.
They had those round areas that were nice. That was a decent spot for fight clubs.
Although the thing I remember most from PvP in 2 was, the arena... Which one was it? The Blood Arena? Whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Arena of Blood. The one with the Stargate above it?
I don't know about that. I remember there was some guy that was another, like, a PvP guy, and I was like, I'm gonna participate in his little thing. I'm gonna go to his fight club. I'm gonna show him what for. And he's like, oh, are you? I'm like, yeah. And I did something. It was something stupid. Something completely inane where I wasn't trying to fight him at all. And I don't think he much appreciated it.
Let's see. Was that Saiyan?
Oh, I have no... That's the deepest my memory goes in that regard. I remember going to a place and annoying someone, then leaving.
That was probably Saiyan or Dylan. It might have been Dylan. Dylan hosts lots of fight clubs, of course. So did Saiyan. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that, Disney. I don't. I'll leave that to Plague. He can brand that himself. He can do
What's that?
They said I need to start adding meow when someone subs to me. I don't think so.
You can just cough.
I do that a lot, so that I'm already on it.
Yeah, you've already branded it. Shit, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, my controller just rolled. Did you ever have that happen in one where you would just roll for no reason? That was cool.
Can't remember.
Well, it just happened and got me killed. That's neat.
Sinless is
Yeah, that
calling it a
happens every
stored
so
roll. That sounds familiar. A buffered roll.
It wasn't even buffered. There are some little odd quirks sometimes, like
Definitely. Is this the
Whenever
remaster or just the original?
yeah, this is a remaster. It's hard to tell sometimes since they both look like shit. Like sometimes if you click into the window on PC, or you tab into the window on PC, but your mouse cursor was not centered, sometimes she'll just randomly start attacking.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
Okay. Kill, you want to do a run? Or we just run through this? Look into your Gwendolyn ass face. It's been a good while since I've done a good old-fashioned run through the area.
That's the only way I played the game, to be honest with you.
It's the only way most people do play the game, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's going on, Quasar?
Oh, there's that crystal lizard again. And welcome, Dark Spirit Tsukuyomi, or whatever your name was. Isn't that the Final Fantasy XIV lady who was sad about being a not daughter, or whatever's going on?
That name sounds familiar from
Something about moons. You're not supposed to fall for that. Oh yeah, good old teleport backstabs. I love it.
Yeah, that's. I think I know who that. I think I know who that is too.
I don't know. Anytime I ever get invaded in Dark Souls, I just assume I'll die. So I've gotten the right. I don't even bother fighting back.
Yeah, I think I know who that is too.
That's typically why I don't bother going human in these games. This feels like a waste of time.
I can understand that problem.
I mean, even if you do want to fight back in a Souls game, then you have to stop your playthrough and spend the next 5 minutes participating in the battle for your life.
And hide and seek.
Yeah, especially like 3.
Yeah, and it's true that this is an invasion hotspot too. So. It is fun to be in a community of non-PvP people until who do not like the PvP, and I'm sitting there like, yeah,
Yeah.
it
Whenever
sucks.
I say, yo man, this PvP, this sucks, you can say, yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
This is
Yeah,
totally
I'll just
truthful,
be like, I didn't put 1,000 hours into this. That didn't happen. I didn't do that at all.
Well,
dude.
just because you can like it doesn't mean it doesn't suck. It can still
That's
suck and
true.
you can still like it.
That's true. Very true.
There's a lot of things that suck ass, but I still enjoy them. I wonder if I can use this stupid thing. I never bother using the silver pendant. Not terribly useful, and it does last for quite a long time, though. Almost totally useless. Okay, enough of this area. Oh yeah, it's this part. Yeah, my main memory in 3 is just a lot of rolling.
Yeah, well, that was the engine where everything's optimal as long as you spam it. Attacking is optimal as long as you spam it. Healing, all that. As long as you spam it, you're good to go. Oh dear.
Yep, that jump did not come out.
Going down the hole again.
Maybe it's time... Hold on. Just in case. Because ever so often, this does get funky. If I don't tab over correctly. And I have been tabbing over a lot. Okay, there we go. A nice, relaxing jaunt into Dark Souls DLC, where the enemies are not the problem. It's the B button that's the problem. I am very confused on how Elden Ring's PvP is going to work, since it's very strange. Like, 3, of course, did not like shields, but it did like rolling. And
Depended on the shield. There were a few stamina builds that could withstand most of everything. But that's like 2 shields in the game. That
yeah.
it's either they were totally useless or they were everything. It was one or the other when it came to 3. The major issue with 3 was that it didn't really matter how much damage you did with a weapon. It was more about how fast it was. That was the big question.
Oh yeah.
Which is why weapons like the Karthus Curve Sword or the Washing Pole were especially good, which is funny because the Washing Poles sucked in all the other games.
Yeah.
But in 3 it didn't, because it was quick and it was long, and that didn't really matter what damage was. You could still chip everybody away. Elden Ring should just give the invader a faster horse. So it seems like Elden Ring will not let you summon, at least in the network test, your mount when you invade.
Whenever you are actually on your horse and you get invaded, my understanding is that it kicks you off your horse.
Yeah.
So no horsies allowed.
Also, hide and seek will not be much of a thing, because the invader is going to see you on their compass.
Jump. There it goes. Yeah, it sort of acts like a Blue Sentinel functionality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You can still hide.
Play hide and seek. Yeah, but you have to be in their like area.
Mm-hmm.
So, and given the wide open spaces in Elden Ring and some of those areas, you'll probably see them going to hide somewhere.
I noticed that there were, at least in the test, there was not any sort of chameleon spell. And I figured that's...
Not in the test, at least.
No. Figured if there is, that's either going to be useless or pretty annoying. There we go. That's what I was trying to trigger. What the? How'd you wake up?
Joe.
Yeah, because mounted fights are actually pretty interesting. You'd think that, considering that, really? Considering that things like the lance, their main functionality is being mounted weapons, that they would at least give you the opportunity to fuck around riding horses at each other.
Yeah. Yeah, at least jousting between friends would be sick, in my opinion, but, you know.
Yeah, with all these games, the main thing that I look forward to is fucking around.
Mm-hmm. Fucking around with friends. I will be sweaty PvP man with other people, but maybe not with friends. I'm just not going to be taking it that seriously. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to try to win, but I wouldn't feel right bringing Mr. Min-Max to every occasion.
Yeah, that's... especially with me. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't particularly care for invaders in these games, because they're fucking about, and then here comes the sweat.
Well, and the funny, I mean, it's, yeah, and I would do that a couple of times, but mostly if I'm feeling real sweaty, I'm going to the arena, because I'm not trying to win in an invasion. I'm trying to have fun in an invasion. I'm trying to win
personality
in the arena.
types.
Yeah, in the arena, I'm sweating. In an invasion, I hope something funny happens. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, this is why I've never understood invaders that get angry that there are multiple summons and they get stun locked whenever they're not even bothering to use the environment to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Like they invade and they immediately go to the place that's already been cleared out.
I've seen a little bit of that from the Elden Ring people and the invasions, and they're like, I got stuck against the wall. It's like, why were you standing there? You knew they were coming. Damn, God knows half of the magic is an AoE. Why were you, you know?
I mean, I've partaken once or twice in the invasions. And anytime that I did that, I would do something stupid and inane, like standing around Anor Londo, or thereabouts, Irithyll, and shooting people off the ledge with a bow, a great bow, then cackling to myself. Not a big deal. But if I ever did get caught, then yeah, here comes 1 million hits and infinite stamina use. It's Dark Souls 3, baby. I can't remember if you can actually shoot this down.
I didn't invade a lot in 3. I just hung out in the fight clubs.
Yeah, there's no point in invading in 3. Unless you just...
No,
Yep, you can. Okay.
I'm hoping that, from what it does seem like, it'll be nice. Some of the changes they've made to how people get summoned in Elden Ring will be good for the duelist scene. If they have an arena, that'd be even better.
I've never wanted to get rid of 1v1s or anything like that. Like, I've always thought that's what red soapstone and arenas are for. Like, if you want to have a fight, then you have a fight.
Yeah, that's what I want. And I you know, I don't want to be... Like, yeah, I invade for fun when I want something funny to happen, but the whole idea of me doing a duel is that guy wants to win. I want to win. He came here for the same purpose that I did. So... You know, that's more fun to me when two players have decided to actually fight, so we can get our stupid auras and brag about it.
God, no.
Yeah, I remember Horsefuck Valley. I remember about Horsefuck Valley. I remember that.
I totally forgot that auras were even a thing.
Yeah, the auras that weren't hard to get, but people would brag about it anyway. Except for the Ring of Thorns +2. The mule that was used in Dark Souls 2 for PS4, that was my Ring of Thorns +2, because I was the only one dumb enough to invade 1,000 times on one character. I was the only one that could do that to get that ring. That's my ring everyone's copying.
What were the conditions of that? Just 1,000 invasions or 1,000 successful invasions?
Successful invasions. 1,000 successful invasions. And you got a ring +2, or a Ring of Thorns +2, which no one will use because it sucks. But it was just one of those things. I got that on 2 different characters, and I should be ashamed of that. I really should. What did the ring even do? The Ring of Thorns was the ring when you got hit, it shot daggers out of you.
There it is.
That was that one.
Yeah, you just deal a little bit of damage whenever you, this mimic is being mighty strange.
It was doing some, yeah, that was a weird interaction there. Oh.
So long, mimic.
Hey, remember, this is a masterpiece, alright? This is what this is. This is a masterpiece.
Flawless gem.
Flawless game, yeah.
That you stop playing halfway through.
And you should.
That halfway through point, that's a great point to stop playing.
Yeah, great game. Loved it. Shame there's not anymore.
Yep.
That's it.
It's so strange that so many weapons have requirements that are obscenely high for the amount of time that you spend playing the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Gotta grind it out, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
That first time chat thing keeps confusing me, because that caption always says to me somebody subbed, but that's not what happened.
Yeah, I have lots of people that, since I'm weird in that most people, like, are from the YouTube, right?
Right.
And I mentioned that I've started streaming, and then a lot of people that don't use Twitch have showed up. A lot of people that or on Twitch would just, oh, you streamed, never knew that. So
Yeah,
I've got
it's
a lot
really
of influx.
Because I got a lot of big problem with that from my YouTube. Every stream, every one of, every YouTube, like from the halfway point of a lot of my videos, the ones even that got like the tens of thousands of views and shit. Even those, I was like, yeah, I was doing this on Twitch, and I had this and Twitch and Twitch and Twitch. I could say it 17 times, and I'd still have some guy 10 years later. Too bad you died on YouTube. Too bad you just stopped making content. It's like, yeah, that's what I did. I stopped. I haven't been doing anything else.
Yeah. My favorite has been, it's a shame that you stopped making animations, and this was 1 week after I just released my last animation, which I released like a month or a month and a half ago.
Sick. That must have felt good.
Yeah.
Because you can make those in a day, no problem. Like,
Yeah, let me just crank this out real fast.
yeah, no big deal. All right, sorry, guy who missed my last video. Let me just do that real quick.
Why are you streaming? You should be making animations that I can watch for 1 minute and then forget about.
Yeah.
Oh, do you sub to my Patreon? No. Make another animation, though. Oh, well.
Yeah. Come on, man. It's supposed to
Sorry
be
to hear
about the art, not the money, man. Like, okay. Let me just pay
Mission
my
complete
bills
kill.
with passion and exposure.
That's been the main thing with Twitch for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just having a little bit more extra income. Yeah, it's at the top.
Absolutely.
16 multiplayer victories. Good job, Kill. Also, it's a little bit silly that they won't let you light the bonfire.
Yeah, they fixed that in the next games, but yeah, this one.
How about you to do frame by frame? That's what... Yeah, I mean, that's what my animation was last time, is frame by frame.
Frame by frame.
I haven't done any tweening animation in, like, eons. Like, every so often I'll have to use something that approximates it, but, yeah.
I don't know what tweening means.
Frame by frame is like, you draw an animation, you draw 24 pictures, and that's 1 second, right?
Right, yeah, I get that part, but what is tweening?
Tweening is whenever you draw one picture, and that one picture is made up of, like, whatever, like 12, 50, however many you need, different little bitty pictures, like a picture of an arm, a picture of an eye, a picture of an eyelid.
Oh, so when the rest of them doesn't move, but their arms do.
No, it's whenever you're drawing a picture, and then it's just the same picture every time, you're just moving it. So it's...
Oh.
You're telling a program to move an image along mathematical coordinates.
Oh. Okay.
Like VTubers, for example, it's a form of tweening, technically. Because all you're actually doing is assigning nodes to a single picture, and then telling a program, hey, move these nodes around and stretch the image in these directions while you're at it. And that gives the impression of it moving when it's not.
So, like, Darkest Dungeon is just, like, the whole game is just tweening, yeah?
Yeah, the first one, yeah. Essentially.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah. Okay.
I've
feels
not
like
played the
something I
second one
should
yet.
have known, and I feel like I don't.
Who would know that?
You can wait on
Oops.
the second one. You can wait on that.
Yeah, I have no plans of
Give that
getting involved in that
year or
again.
two.
There was a
Give
time
that
when
a
I
year
would
or
log
two.
into Epic and get that free game. No, I got over that pretty fast.
Yeah, yeah. Let 2 bake in the oven for another 2 or 3 years. Just let that do that.
Okay, see if I can remember what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, I gotta mute for a second because I gotta take a piss.
Not gonna piss live on stream?
No, I'll do a lot for money, not that.
I don't know. Probably some money in it. Someone somewhere. Did you kill? Yeah, he killed that thing. Okay. Kill's been down here fairly recently, so this is much more fresh in his mind. I have discovered I hate how slow this weapon is. It's funny, even in Dark Souls 3, all the heavy weapons are abnormally fast. Compared to this, anyways. Okay, do I take the Alvina route? I guess I'd better, because it seems like there's trouble making her spawn in if you don't. Yeah, I think Dark Bead is still incredibly powerful. Oh, it protected you too. It's kind of funny they never use this effect anywhere else in the game. This is like the only time that this is present. This weird fog that protects you whenever you fall. I think Alvina's meow she does is cute. I also appreciate that Alvina's... she only has the one animation. Like her little static animation that she has. So she doesn't animate, she just like vanishes.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh.
Okay, I see it. Okay. Oh, I can't go in here yet? Can't even do that. Yep, not a big fan of Grant. I like the idea of having a big, strong miracle weapon, but not really working out for me. It's slow, it's short range, it does do a lot of damage. So it's good for bosses, I guess, but for these basic-ass enemies, it's not great.
Yeah.
Especially not for PvP.
No, because that's just, you're just fishing for backstabs with strength weapons in this game. Backstabs with dead angles, that's all you
Have there
really
been
want.
any of the games where you're actually... it's a good idea to use a strength, or a big, slow strength weapon?
2. You can do it in 2. You can also do it in Demons, but that's really just you focusing on the rolling attack. Mostly. But yeah, 2 you can do that.
See you later, Quasar.
Giant Dad's a meme. No one uses that competitively, Sarsaparilla. Nobody took that into like high level PvP. It's a fucking meme. And anybody who was doing decent with it was actually dead angling and not using it as a. They weren't
Yeah.
using like its normal moveset.
Like, that's the whole point of that video, is that it's like it's dumb. That's what the
Yeah.
video was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the best built. No, it's not. That's the joke.
No, it's not.
You got
It's
it,
terrible.
buddy.
Fucking awful. I got your shit's just going right through them.
Oh my god. I have to, like, be inside of their model for this thing to hit. Yeah, I take every damage I actually manage to land. I take damage every single time that I manage to hit these things at all. Yep, Grant kind of sucks.
It's time for a spear, like every other PvE experience.
Actually, I can remember the last time I used a spear.
Well, you can use strength weapons in 2. You could get away with that. You had to do stuff with it, and you had to be decent at the game. But if you could do that, you could make strength weapons viable. I used a few of them. One of my favorites was using that big anvil with a chain on it, an offhand bone fist. Yeah, I had that thing, and an offhand bone fist, and you could stun lock them with that. It was pretty funny. Rolling attack into 2 L1s, that shit was funny as hell.
I don't doubt it, but also fuck that thing on principle.
You don't like it?
Big anvil on a stick.
You don't like anvil on a stick? I mean, if we're gonna be ridiculous anyway, we might as well just do
Yeah,
it.
I mean, whenever I think of 2, that's what I think of. I think I mentioned that in a stream the other day.
Just anvil on a stick.
Anytime I think of 2, that's the exact thing that comes to mind. Anvil on a stick.
Anvil
That
on a
and chicken
stick.
wing.
Oh, they dropped you something. Lightning spear, man, they got it all. They're so
Yeah.
friendly.
Very friendly.
Very friendly.
Here, let me... I think the one-handed R2 is a little bit longer range. It's hard to tell.
You kill them, but you're just eating shit for it because good design.
Yeah. One was a little bit more about resource management, though. It's a little bit more common to take damage. So if you ever kindled anything to 20, it just fucks the game. There's no point in even continuing after that. There's no video game anymore.
Suspiciously wealthy phantoms.
Oh, for God's sakes. No, sir.
I mean, at least you're fighting them. I would have just ran past this shit.
This one of my little... This is one of my brain goblins, I guess. Just feeling the need to
Brain
engage
goblins?
with everything. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't you have any goblins?
I've never heard them referred to that way.
Oh, you are new. A brain goblin
New?
basically is... It's like a... Because that's a big thing with Pat, it's a big thing with Wooly, like, within our little sphere of influence.
Oh, inside jokes. Right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Essentially.
Gotcha.
But everyone has brain goblins, brain worms, however you want to describe them.
Yeah, let me
Some very particular thing that you have to do. That makes no
Yeah.
sense.
reiterating the chat that you and I are friends. I don't know your people. I met him a few times, but that was a fun interaction.
There's Manus down there. Having a good time. You gonna shoot him in the face, Kel?
Go get him.
I don't know if you can still do this in Remaster.
Well, you can do everything else. Can't imagine.
Hey, you can
Dragon
just sit
has this
here and
weird
just,
goblin.
pick what it is. You
Oh, yeah, just
poison
deny it,
him,
Yeah.
then just sit here for a good hour.
Yeah.
Command should kill. I don't blame you. Ready there, buddy?
I like Sinless's comment. Dragon has this weird goblin where every hour he goes outside and smokes a cigarette.
I guess
Yeah,
that is a goblin.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That motherfucker's beefy. It's hard to fight his ass.
It's more of an ogre.
Uh-huh.
Smoking not really as big of a thing anymore.
No. Not
If you
for-
got it, you got it, though.
If you got it, you got it. But it is going down in this country, at least. It's going up in Asia, but down here.
We got the new nicotine craze of vaping, which sort of went down, then went back up, then went back down.
I got no problem with vaping. I just don't vape myself 'cause it's not enough for me. I don't like it.
I think a lot of kids got into it just because they didn't realize that it was had nicotine in it, strangely enough. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh, that sounds neat. Annis, calm down. I really need to summon in this dog. That's what's gonna win the day for us.
You're gonna get him with it, I believe in you.
Not doing much damage to him.
Not a lot, but he didn't really do anything else other than that, so...
Nah. His main thing is that wombo combo and, whoops! That. Which I accidentally rolled right into. I forgot he did that one, actually. I was thinking about the rain. There's the rain. Oh, I've never seen it from the outside. I've never actually summoned someone in for Manus, I don't think.
Seeing it from that distance, yeah.
Can't take any more hits, though. Go get him, Sif.
Yeah, it's
Really pulling your weight there.
I don't think I ever summoned that fucking dog for this fight. I don't think I ever did.
Sif is a good dog.
I'm not really a pets guy. Then again, I think I only ever did this fight like twice because I didn't really need it for anything. Well, thank God you just tanked that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not really in the mood to. This is not a build for rolling, and I'm certainly not in the mood to do it. Hello, Dusk.
Oh yeah, she exists.
Cool.
I forgot.
Yeah, she shows up there.
Uh-huh.
You can look up her dress if you want to. They
I don't
actually
think I
bothered
will,
modeling
but-
it.
Great.
Well, I did that during the
Fan-
LP as a joke, because like, huh, and then they actually did model it. So, oh. Huh.
Oh, disturbing. Thank you. Great.
Yeah, I was actually expecting it to just be legs dangling in midair. Let's see. Will... Oh, Calamite.
You gotta take out
I
Calamite.
forgot.
King fucking Uggo himself. Mr. DeviantArt. Here he comes.
Oh. Yeah, all the DLC teleport points are, for some reason, in the middle of the warp list. Gwendolyn Priscilla. Yeah, I never did Painted Worlds.
I love this game. I hate playing these areas.
Yeah. My dream version of this game would be once you beat ONS, it just like makes you go through the levels again in reverse. If the enemies are stronger or something. Something like that. Just keep me away from all these other new places. Which one is it? This little township, I think. Oh yes, I forgot. Speedrunners figured out a dead zone with Calamite that allows them to just stand there. Well, they can't just stand there, but you can get mighty close.
Mm-hmm.
Before, the way that you could beat Calamite if you're doing an all bosses run. Fuck, getting evaded? Oh, right. There's always a fog ball here. Was that you would stand near the waterfall and shoot great bow arrows at him.
Uh-huh.
Then use Havel's shield to block what little attack got through.
Mm-hmm.
But someone figured out that there's a little bitty dead zone where if you don't look at him whenever he's spawning in to fly at you and do his little aerial bombing run that he does, then for whatever reason, if you stand in that one spot, he will not attack it, or his attacks won't overlay on top of it. But then you have to, like, move in a certain direction and then reset to that place. And the big problem there was that when he showed back up was random. So if you were not looking in the correct direction at the correct time, then it would fuck you over because then you couldn't get to that dead zone spot fast enough. But
Right.
there is a bug associated in Dark Souls where if you deal damage to something and then look away, the health bar will pop back up if they spawn back in. So you would
Right.
damage Calamite, look away from him, and then look back towards the area that he would spawn in, and then whenever you see his health bar pop up, that's when you know he showed back up, even though he's out of
Yeah.
view.
Yeah.
Speedrunning's fucking weird.
I like how there's always tech to learn about a game that I will never play again. Always tech.
I find speedrunning really interesting. I would hate doing it.
I will never. I watch speedruns of games that I'm playing to learn tech, but to not use it in a speedrunning capacity. That's what I'd watch speedruns for.
The idea of learning tech, like even the phrase learning tech, kind of fills me with existential dread.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to call it. That's what
You
it
need
is.
to learn something. Ugh. No.
Oh well.
Learning.
See, I love that. That's part of the fun of the game is learning things to break it.
Well, if it's something that's like technical, if it involves me using my dumb gorilla hands that I was born with, then it's not gonna happen.
Mm.
I did realize lately, though. Bye, human. Alright, bye, go. I did learn lately, because I mentioned this in a prior stream. You know how in Dark Souls speedruns, you can do shit like move swap, where you have a stock or whatever in your left hand, or a bow, and then you can, in the middle of doing a jump, go to your menu and then switch out the weapons, and that'll preserve the moveset across the weapon.
Tumble buffing, yeah.
Yeah, that
Tumble
thing.
buffing and quick and fuck. What's the actual weapon version of it? Yeah, but yeah, it's the same premise as that. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it's
Yeah,
S-Stock,
dude,
'cause
well-
S-Stock has a 3-hit running attack, I think it is.
The move set swapping and all that. Yep.
Anyways, I was trying to learn to do that, just for the hell of it, and I couldn't do that. And eventually I just had to give up on the idea entirely. I probably still couldn't do it, but even like attempting it for like hours, I could never do it even once. And I was demonstrating on stream, like I'll just hit start, go over to equipment, then hit A, just as a demonstration. And I just couldn't do it. Like every single time I tried, it wouldn't. I would like hit start and it would just sit there. And very recently, I got a new controller, which is Wolverine Ultimate, I think it is. And the one that I was using before was a Series 1 Xbox Elite, which is a piece of shit, by the way. Don't get those. And I
got
quickly
the
realized,
PS5.
I can totally do that on this controller. Like the inputs actually work now. So it was
that's-
never me. It just sucked ass. That was the problem.
Yeah, I always learned how to do shit like that when it came out, just to say that I did it, like doing that the Bino glitch and shit like that.
Bino glitch, forgot about that.
Animation canceling, roll parries, things like that. I learned how to do all that, even though I wouldn't use them. I was kind of known in the PvP community for being a locked on player, that I didn't like stay unlocked and use all the tech. I didn't do that because I just beat people because I read them. That's all I did. And I could do all that stuff. I just kind of chose not to. So Bino glitch hits the air like a slur. It
People
does
still
to me
use
too.
it,
Yeah, they do. That's
I find it funny that in Dark Souls 2 speedrunning, people still refuse to use the... Because that's sort of abnormal in games, for people to refuse to use the latest version and just prefer to use... Like, even in Dark Souls 1 speedrunning, people don't really run the original one, where you would just glitch through the statue, and just get to go in right away.
Well, there's always any percents, and then there's glitchless.
Yeah.
And that's,
But people love to run 2 in the original version specifically because of the fact that you can roll around on the ground like an idiot.
yeah. I've heard about Estus canceling, Kel. I've heard about that. I've heard about the bow glitch, and I've heard about Estus canceling. I'm glad that all the good people decided to leave that game prior to it being completely fucking ass backwards. It was funny to see people though. They come back and be like, "I just won a tournament." It's like, who was there? And I don't recognize any of the names.
the
I'm like,
names,
yeah,
yeah.
you did it. you did it, dude. You beat the best of the best.
Yeah, I've never been big on PvP in almost any game. The only two that
Right.
really even remotely come to mind are Guild Wars 1 and Star Siege, which who fucking cares? Hello, dogs.
Star Siege.
Yeah, don't worry about that. The game doesn't exist. Not Star Siege Tribes, just Star Siege. Which is especially, what the fuck is that?
I've played a lot of PvP games. And it's pretty varied too. Like I've done Total War PvP, done Civilization PvP. I was in the top 10 in the world at Red Dead Redemption's gang shootout on the PS3.
There's Red Dead Redemption PvP? That sounds...
Sure was. You were thrown into a map with like a little small area, and you guys had a gun. You had a shootout, and I was ranked for that. I did a lot of Soul Calibur 2 way back in the day. A lot of that, and Soul Calibur 6 recently, but you know that game fell down the drain when people stopped playing it. And 2B came out and ruined my time. So I was about done with that. Obviously Souls, all of them. For Honor, things like that.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about For Honor yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
I always
There's
liked
still-
playing For Honor. Well, the AI matches, anyways. I never cared for PvP, of course.
Right.
For me, it was people never really like they hear that. It's like that's a why would you do that? Because I play games to shut off, as I've mentioned before. Like a lot of people play games because they're trying to develop a skill or trying to challenge themselves in some way. I just don't want to think, which is not something usually you associate with video games.
I like to play a game to get good enough at it to where I don't have to think either.
Yeah, there's that.
That's what I like to do for PvP games. I like my autopilot to become better than the average player. That's what I like.
I guess that's what I sort of liked about Dark Souls. It sort of scratches that same itch, just because you do have to learn it. If you're just playing it for the very first time and you have no experience with any games like that, then yeah, you'll probably get your shit pushed in for a little bit, but it's also a very fair experience either way, so once you learn it, then you could just shut off. Like, there's nothing to it, really.
The uniqueness of Souls, which is one of the few positives I'll give it these days without spitting poison. The uniqueness of Souls is that it has something for everybody in one way or another. You've got if you're into lore and world building, you can do that. If you're into just a challenge, you can do that. If you just like hack and slash third person games, you can do that. If you like PvP, you can do that. And all these communities barely glance at each other as the world moves on. But
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
that's a unique thing about Souls that you don't get out of many other games is that kind of crossover between communities. So have a good one, Betty. Good to hear
Yep.
from you too.
See you around. Enjoy your laborious boxing that you're probably going to be doing.
And thank you for hitting us in the gut with Ronin by Design's name.
Yeah. Does he still stream?
No, I haven't seen him do any of that, but
Ah,
in the real life he is doing well, so
real life.
yeah,
It's like we're like a cult and someone left the community.
that is more accurate than people would want to admit.
With that, all right, that's good to hear because it didn't sound particularly great. Also, Borchmore, thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for subbing to me for 2 whole months. It's 2 whole months of what the fuck. That's what that is.
Thanks
buddy.
for having low standards.
Yeah.
I hope he did it. I threw in my catchphrase, he threw in his catchphrase. Powerful.
Where's that stupid fucking crystal lizard? I hate that crystal lizard.
See, that's
Oh,
a
it
real
died.
flashback right there. Seeing your face next to my emotes again. That's another flashback.
I don't think I ever... Maybe I did have emotes back then.
I think, yeah, you did. You had a couple.
I've gotten much better about making them ever since I made the decision to actually start streaming, which thankfully I made that decision with the idea of I don't give a shit if the internet doesn't hold up. I'm just gonna do it.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
there it
knock
is.
on wood, it seems to be doing okay now.
That is primarily because the guy that I talked to, for the dude that takes care of this shit, I think got pretty fucking tired of me bothering him all the time with dropping 50% of my frames today, dropping 70% of my frames today, dropping 20%.
Right.
He did something, I don't know what he did, but I think he basically just uncapped the connection entirely, which he's not supposed to do, but that seemed to basically solve every issue. So now it can just retry the packet infinitely until the fucking thing works. Like tonight I've only dropped 380 frames, which is amazing for me.
Yeah,
Typically.
it's not terrible at all.
Thank you again,
Well,
Virtual More. Yeah.
You fought long enough. I mean, you deserve a little while of having decent internet at least. I mean, you've been...
A little bit. With, Oh yeah, I need to go over there.
Don't forget your catchphrase. I don't think you did it.
Not yet. I was trying to get this out of my brain.
I can see why that would be distracting.
Yes, Starlink pushed back their service in this area. It was supposed to be the end of this year, but they pushed it back, so now it's the middle of next year, so we're probably not going to get that at all. Kentucky, the state government finally pulled the bouquet of dicks out of its mouth, or whatever's going on there, and they finally decided to actually spread around the federal grant money to distribute internet in this area, which they put a halt to for some godforsaken reason in the middle of this year, even though other states that were doing the same thing just kept right on doing it. So the company that was going to give us like gigabits, like a broadband in this area, had to completely stop what they were doing because Kentucky was doing whatever it was doing.
Right.
So as a result, they're not going to start back up, I don't think, until the beginning of next year. So in theory, internet should get here by this time next year, God willing. Until then, what I'm doing now seems to be somewhat working. Like, I can't stream at a very high bitrate.
It's decent enough. It's watchable.
Yeah. Like, I'm doing it at 3200, I think, right now, which is kind of pushing it. Strangely enough, at this connection, I probably could stream at like 6000 or something. But the problem is that I would be dropping so many packets as a result, because it has to retry them too often. That it would just choke the connection.
3200 is fine. That's not that's. But back in the day, that would have been godlike. When we had all started,
Yeah.
that would have been a godlike. You know how mad I was when I upgraded my setup, and I got everything good. I was like, finally, I can do 3000 up bitrate. I could do it. I can do that. And then here's Nick over there on like 6500, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just jump off a roof, because it's like, I don't know why I'm trying to keep up with anybody. It's not gonna happen.
Okay. Borchmore, thank you again, buddy. Nya. Nya!
Also, Londor Owl with the 500 bits.
Thank you, Londor Al. Yeah. Actually, I gotta check. Let's see. Do you use Streamlabs or Stream Elements? Because Streamlights has been getting themselves into trouble lately.
Uh, I use Labs for now with the alerts, but I don't
Yeah.
use their integrated OBS stuff. I don't
No,
do that.
I don't do that at all.
I have OBS Studio.
Because I just do it for the sake of the alerts, and I use their dashboard, the track who did what.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I use. I don't use their streaming service thing because A, I didn't really even know it existed, and B, OBS Studio works just fine.
Alright, now for the most... This is probably the best cutscene of the whole game. Just getting to see him shoot this stupid dragon out of the sky. No offense.
That dragon does suck. Don't worry about it. Dragons aren't real, so I'm not gonna take offense to that. I'm not another kin. Don't worry. That's not me.
I think Calamite is actually designed to look exactly like the final boss of Kingsfield 1.
Oh yeah? I didn't know that.
I'd have to look it up. I know he is supposed to look like a final boss from one of the Kingsfield games, so I don't remember which one. I think it was one.
Mm-hmm. I never played the Kingsfield games.
No, neither did I.
What is bravery without a dash of recklessness?
And yeah, Seath is also referenced Kingsfield.
A liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
I don't think...
Now we're talking.
I think I killed Calamite one time, because he's not really required for anything PvP-wise, so I think I only killed him just doing once, and...
He has the tail cut weapon, but fuck that thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like you're rushing to get that.
I like how after all the character that I find the most cool in the Dark Souls franchise is Go, just because of this.
Yeah.
Like all the bosses that do all the flips and shadow steps and all this shit. Like, no, I just like the big man that is blind, but he still lands a perfect shot. Then he goes back to carving his friendly little rocks.
What if Calamite just didn't even, like, take off? What if he just went somewhere else? Like, what? He'd be just standing there looking like an idiot. Waiting and waiting.
Oh, if instead of him hunting dragons by shooting him out of the air, Calamite was just like taking a dump.
Yeah, he just left. Like Calamite doesn't even live there anymore. He's just staring there.
What if he wasn't there at all? He had already flown away. Go just shoots an arrow into nothing, and he's like, aha!
Went on vacation. It's weird. I know he's around here.
Alright. Kel, I don't know if you can actually get summoned into this. I don't think so.
I think you can summon for Calamite. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. Chat'll know. They love this shit. They'll know. They'll tell us.
Chat has the power of Google, and they can pretend that they knew the whole time.
Yeah.
Man, I love doing that shit. That is thoroughly good.
Like,
some streamer asks some question, and then you just show up. It's like, yeah, it's this. I knew that.
I knew it. Hey, man, your answer looks suspiciously like the wiki. It's not. Don't worry about it.
This way you got to change the phrasing just a little bit.
Just so teacher didn't find out.
Yeah. It was mainly so the other people in chat, they're like, wait a second, that looks like the wiki answer that I just read.
Shit.
It's fun whenever you see someone else in chat and they respond like just because it took them the same amount of time to find the shit that it took you to find the shit, and they also phrase it in just the right way to make it sound like they knew it. You're like, you motherfucker!
I know that
you're doing it too.
I know that Nick is commonly misled by his chat. I give him the wiki answer on purpose because I'm like, cause y'all liars. So this is direct from the wiki. 'Cause you all a bunch of liars. And also, I
Yeah,
don't
they
play the
lie.
same games that Nick does, so I'm not gonna pretend I know what it is.
I've been having to get back into because I never. That was my problem. I never used Twitch at all.
Uh-huh.
Just I couldn't. Like my connection was so bad that not only could I not stream the game,
Yeah.
I also couldn't even watch people. So it was just a huge pain in the ass to even just trying to watch friends' streams. Like, can you come
Yep.
check this out? Like, I literally can't. Sorry.
I can't. Yeah.
Like, it'll buffer for 5 seconds, play like 2 seconds, then Twitch's thing where, no, you need to be caught up, kicks in, so it'll just start buffering again.
Yep. Skipping you through.
Which thankfully it's been a lot better recently. So in like the
Glad to
past
hear
2
that.
months, I've finally been able to watch people. It feels very strange. I'm like getting into all these weird communities all of a sudden, and I'm getting pulled in like 50 different directions.
Yeah, it'll happen. That will happen. I tend to community surf when I'm playing a game. Like, I'll be interested in what people play that game as, or what they do, and that type of shit.
It is funny, just like going to some chat you've never been there, like someone raids or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and you say something, and then suddenly you get shouted out because like the mods all recognize you, and the chat all recognizes you, and the streamer recognizes you. Like, I have no idea who any of you people are.
Yep.
Like, I just got here.
Yep. That used to happen. That didn't happen to me as much, but every once in a while. It's normally chat. Somebody in chat. If I'm playing a game that has some type of crossover into either Souls or probably just Souls, like For Honor. For Honor is a good example.
Let's be honest, just Souls.
Yeah, just Souls. If it was For Honor, the PvP community in For Honor, they've watched Souls people, whether they realize it or not. They've watched Souls people, and somebody be like, "Aren't you that fucking guy that yelled at the Mormons? Wasn't that you?"
Yeah, weren't you the Mormon
Yeah.
man?
That's me, the guy who yelled at Mormons. That's
Man,
that guy.
why'd you stop making YouTube content?
Yeah. No, they'll just say, "Why'd you? I thought you were dead." They won't even say
Yeah.
YouTube. I thought you were dead.
I was.
I've been on Twitch this whole time. Why didn't you say anything? I did. A lot.
Yeah,
Just nobody was paying
literally
attention.
every day. Like, you follow me on. I can see you. You follow me on Twitter. Your name's right here. You're following me on Twitter. Yeah,
Just don't
well,
care. Just don't care.
radical.
All right. I have to live with that.
Not
I've
not
come
the
to
biggest
grips
fan
with
of this
that for
fight.
a long time. This fight sucks.
I have to actually remember how to actually. Oh right, he does this pathetic little charge that he does. This is breathe fire down attack. I can't remember any of these moves. It feels weird going from
Decent
3.
measurements.
It must feel especially weird coming from Elden Ring. But it feels strange coming from 3, where you can have enough stamina to last you days, and then you go to Dark Souls where you attack like twice, and you're just done for a while.
You're done. Yeah, back up. Think about it.
Oh, motherfucker. I always remember at the last second why I always had a light roll on Dark Souls 1. Kinda need it. Actually, do I have... Just trying to remember if I just so happened to luck upon the Iron Round shield in this playthrough. Nah. Maybe a friendly phantom will bring that to me one day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows?
Last stream, I had to use special phantom powers to teleport myself around to bonfires I shouldn't have been using. It was a mystery how I got there. What am I doing?
That's
Come here.
weird. That's yeah. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? Powerful.
I also never... I always buy the box and I never use it.
Oh, same. Well, yeah, same.
Come on. Get the tail? No, I don't think I will, no.
I don't think so.
Because he's got like one attack where you can actually get the tail. It's probably easier in co-op though. Is it? Oh yeah, yeah.
It still sucks. Just don't do
It
it.
still
Doesn't matter.
sucks. Hey, hungry.
Oh, man. I'm waiting on my 7 minutes so I can smoke again.
Oh, you need it, do you? Need it?
The Souls
ahead.
takes it out of me, man. Souls,
You're just
I'm looking
watching
at
it.
it, and I know. That's
It's
the,
like
you know,
painful.
the kind of impression it left on me.
You think it actually is like triggering like a Pavlovian thing? Or
Yes.
just because you're seeing it? It's
Absolutely.
Like you associate it so heavily with smoking, you just have to do it.
Oh no, I associate it so heavily with being unhappy, so I need to smoke. It has nothing to do with smoking. It just has to be with me being like, I could be enjoying myself with a smoke right now instead of watching Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, yeah.
That's
I get that feeling anytime I hear the sound of a summon happen, even if I summon them in, just because I associate it with
man.
invasions.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, like that's true. I can imagine that happening.
I don't even smoke, and it makes me feel like I need to go outside.
Crack open a pack,
Yeah.
suck in some cancer. Somehow more preferable to this.
I've never had any sort of substance thing.
Ah, good. It costs too much money. Don't do it. That's what I tell people. That's the that's the thing. That's how you know the truth campaign is in the pockets of the tobacco company. Because if they really wanted people to not smoke, they tell them how much it costs. They wouldn't talk about lung cancer. They wouldn't talk about emphysema, any of that shit. They'd just be like, "Hey kids, you want to spend $7 a day? You want to do that? Watch that add up." That's how you know. Because if I was trying to tell somebody not to smoke, I'd be like, let's go over your finances and why you should not do that.
Isn't most of the reason why kids usually get into smoking in the first place is because they thought that someone looked cool doing it, and they wanted to look cool as well?
Oh, for sure. I did it at a rebellion. I was really mad at my dad. And my dad didn't want me to smoke, and neither did my mother. So I absolutely. I was like
What the?
9 or 11, something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty early for smoking.
Yeah, well, you know, I've always gone through the path of an Irish dock worker, so, you know, why not?
Always been a quick learner.
Yeah, you know. I drank a lot.
You sure showed them.
I sure did. Blowing all my money on something stupid that is all-consuming. They look dumb as hell, for sure.
That is, like, one of the important lessons for a kid is slowly realizing that your parents are fallible and they can be stupid. Another important lesson that people don't talk about too much is that your parents can be stupid, but they can still say something that is true.
Yeah, my dad has a few of those. My mom does not.
For God's sakes.
That's a whole other conversation, though. She has about as much value as a shit flavored lollipop. So that's
76 damage. God damn.
pretty low.
Yeah, all my relatives are firmly entrenched in conspiracy theories these days. There are some of
wish that
those
was the
people.
problem.
I guess it could be worse. I would have a hard time thinking of a new direction in life that would entail, but Heavy drug use might be one of them, I guess.
Yeah, I wish that was a problem.
Human trading, something like that.
No, well, I'm just a manipulative cunt on levels that have been rarely seen in human history. I'm one of the most selfish people alive who stole my childhood from me. So that's all I'm going to say about it.
They'll do it.
Especially in front of 250 people. So
Yeah.
who don't have a context of who I am. I talk about it in front of my chat, but I wouldn't talk about it in front of somebody else's. They don't know me. There's at least 2 people in here going, dude, that's your mom's. You can't talk like that. You can't do that.
Those people.
Yeah, that's your
Those
that's
are your mommy
mom,
and daddy.
You can't. That's your parent. She gave you life, bro. You can't talk like that. And I'm like, dude,
That makes
you're
them even
talking out
more
of your ass. Like,
Ah,
they won't say who
Thought
they
he said
are.
zip
But
ups.
they know who I'm talking to. You know who you are. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. He's got telekinesis. I forgot that he
Yeah.
does that. Yeah.
hitbox isn't particularly wide, but you can get caught by it. I forgot about it until we started doing it.
Yeah. Forgot that that's it.
Yeah, stone dragons were otherworldly beings that existed as stone for apparently billions of years or something. Also, they are psychic.
Why not? Fuck it. why not, dude?
I wish one of the... I really wish that one of the item descriptions said that.
Yeah,
It's
can
like-
also do that.
Ancient dragon or something. God damn, he's cool. Just fuck it.
I used to think that about Sith from Star Wars. I used to want to be the guy. I was like like a fly on the wall. And when they're writing Return of the Jedi, and Lucas is in the background. He's like, okay, so like the Jedi and all that. They like move stuff with their mind. It was like, yeah. I think that's pretty well established that they're telekinetic. They can do that. Okay, well the Emperor just shoots lightning out of his hands, and it's fucking cool. And it just do it. Like, whoa, lightning. When
Yeah.
can they do that? Yes, I said so. They can do that. That's just something they can do. Like, we all take it for granted because now we just we all know.
Yeah, of
from
course.
all the
Batman
Star Wars,
uses lightning.
yeah, Star Wars media is so prevalent. We all just accept that they shoot lightning, but that had to be pitched one time first, one time, and that must have been a really odd meeting. Like if you think about that.
Yeah, because up till then they're just like, well, we can sort of like move things with our head.
Yeah, and then suddenly
was-
lightning. There it is.
Yeah, it was-
shoots out of it. Dude.
Their powers are almost sort of subtle in a way.
It's just, but no,
Hell no.
this dude's a fucking transformer going haywire.
What the fuck? Calamite, can you please die?
He's got to be telekinetic one more time just to piss you off.
Calamite, please. Go away. Anytime that an enemy starts getting on my nerves, I have to refer to them as a special princess.
Yeah.
Because everything has to be about them.
Where'd Cal go?
He died.
Oh.
He did. Why don't you give me your tail drop through your crotch? That'd be nice.
I think it happens. Though if it does, I'll look stupid. It's so close.
Ah, well. I was trying to hit his tail while he was turning. So long, bitch. Fucking hate you.
Damn,
Thanks
you
for
got
the calamity ring. I really appreciate that.
You point blanked him in the spot he got hit by that fucking arrow.
That must have
Goodbye.
been Tinder's spot.
Wait, goodbye.
Okay. We did that shit. I guess we can go do painted fucking goddamn world.
Oh, that lets at least be quicker than the other shit. You know what I mean?
Unless you're some sort of asshole with goblins that makes you try to collect everything.
Yeah, you know. Suck to
Some
be
sort
one
of,
of them.
yeah, some sort of stupid dickwad.
It would suck to be one of them. I don't know.
Wandering around with 274,000 souls.
Yeah, just, you know.
At least I can rush through that pretty quickly. But I won't. But I will.
Uh-huh. We'll see.
I was considering doing a Twitch playthrough of 3, but then I quickly reconsidered that.
That's a good idea to reconsider
Every single
that.
time that I think about 3, the only thing I can think about with 3 is that fucking swamp.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the no
like,
fun zone.
It's not even that bad exactly.
It's just annoying.
It's
an
also the
annoying spot.
pacing, because like the first level is sort of irritating.
Uh-huh.
Like 3 is just fucking annoying. It's not a big deal. It's just fucking annoying, especially whenever you start with low vitality. Like vitality is just so fucking goddamn important in that game. And the first few levels, like, well, this is fine. Sometimes you have a little bit of fun, but a lot of the times it's just a Lothric Knight running you down with your 2 health. It just face fucking you. And then right after that, you get to the swamp. It's not even like placed later into the game. Or it's not even optional. It's just you have to go through that part. And once you finally get through it, then it's sort of okay. And then it gets a little bit better, and then it might start to be fun after that.
Mm-hmm.
Then it gets annoying again. Pacing of 3 is kind of fucked up.
Has defeated Callan.
Yeah.
One
I got a lot to say about 3, but I'm not gonna do it.
Lord Gwyn's blood.
Yeah, you don't need that hate in your life anymore. Be free.
I can move on, you know? Like, I can...
The skies again.
I really feel like in the last year and a half, I have just continued to garner the ability that none of that fucking shit matters anymore.
No,
That
it
just
never
doesn't
mattered.
matter. It mattered at one point because I knew it was going to be the breadth of every conversation I had. Because there's no getting away from it, you know. Even
Well, that's
when,
who
like,
you are, Dragon.
Sekiro coming out, and people were like, "I mean, you gonna play Sekiro, bro? You can play Sekiro." It's like, I'm a PvPer. There's no PvP in that game, bro. But that still means Saki's a god, bro. He's the best. Come on, man. Fuck, play Sekiro. No, I'm not gonna do that. Ow! I'm following. That'd be it.
Yeah, I had a somewhat similar experience in a way.
Yeah.
But with me, it's... Of course, with me, with my whole I just want to fuck around mentality. Like, even whenever Bloodborne came out. Like, it's amazing. Like, all the hidden lore. Like, I don't care. I just don't care.
No, and it's... Souls lore isn't that great, but, you know, I'm not up...
I mean,
again, I'm not up for that
The nice thing about it
conversation.
is that it's, like, with Dark Souls 1, it's there. Like, just read it, it's there.
Uh-huh.
Here's a story, they wrote it down, they just don't tell you about it, and then you can read it and you're done. And it actually makes some degree of sense. It's not like cryptic, it's not nonsensical, it's just a bare bones, right there story, nothing to it. Then in 2, it turned into whatever the fuck that was. And Vendrick had to sit you down next to a table and explain to you the entire premise of the story because even the creators had lost track of what the hell was going on. And then even then it didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
And then in 3, they were like, alright, there's no story, fuck it. It's just pure nonsense.
3's like, oh, you remember 1? Hope you did. Hope you remember 1.
Hope you brought your notes from 1. Because they are not gonna matter.
Because that's Luca Mattiel's brother. Hope you know that.
Did you know Gwen had another child?
Whoa.
Even though there's no statues of them anywhere? And the entire point of the Nameless King, supposedly, was the fact that he was the child that history forgot? No, he had another one.
He did it.
Where the fuck am I going?
And also, he looked like a Super Saiyan.
Dark. Yeah, there we go.
Which made him
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about the Nameless King. Like in 1, of course, if you reassemble that stupid statue, he's just some... He's a dork. Like, he's just some guy.
Yeah.
But in 3 is like, no, he's got to be... He's Gwen's son, so he's got to look like Gwen. And Gwen was a hollow because he had burned away his soul. And he had the long, like, white hair, and he looked cool. So he's got to look
so
like
cool,
that.
dude. Like his dad was like a god. Like he had wings like an angel, but also like a demon's, and he had sex with dragons because he could do that. He's really strong. I have some friends at school make fun of me. He could beat him up. He could do it.
He was such a rebel,
stupid.
even though his dad killed dragons, he is actually friends with them.
His dad was like, "Don't listen to Rage Against the Machine. That's the devil music." But he kept listening to it because he didn't give a damn. He doesn't give a damn even. He didn't care.
Did you know that Nameless King had a secret animation that they removed in development, where in the middle of the fight he would stop and just smoke.
Wow,
Break
dude.
open a cart and just smoke.
That's fucking badass, bro. That's so cool.
Why did I do this? I could have just... whatever.
That throws all my lore on top of my head, bro. Shit.
It always makes me
Miyazaki does it again.
another home run from Miyazaki.
He did it, dude. To be honest, though, if you could have sex with dragons, wouldn't you? I want you to reread my name and then answer that question yourself.
I want someone to ask Miyazaki in an interview, what's it feel like to nail it again? And Miyazaki goes, huh?
Huh? Yeah. Wow.
How's it feel to be the greatest storyteller of a generation?
I'm gonna throw up.
What?
I am gonna throw up.
I like Magic the Gathering. It's a fun video game.
You guys played Breath of the Wild? It's just sick. He just fucking leaves.
Have you seen this shit?
That's just nuts, dude. Laugh out loud, says Miyazaki. LMAO. Oh my god.
Dude, I would like kill a man to hear Miyazaki just go Lamau. Just like once.
That would be on par with Step on Me Please. That would be on par with that. Absolutely on par with that. Oh boy. Greater magic weapon.
My favorite.
Boy, howdy.
I kind of hope those... No, I think they are there. But the whole, like, resin and buffing your weapon thing, I kind of hope those don't make a comeback. But I think there are some in Elden Ring from the beta.
It's gonna be buffs of some type. There's always buffs of some type.
Yeah, they're just so boring.
They're boring. I just hope they make them not look like, oh, guess what? Weapon glows now. Why can't it just actually be on fucking fire? Like, why does it have to be? It's red now.
At least the infusion shit changed.
And the hands are the handle red too. Yeah.
Whoa. Level 3. Okay. Hurry and get this shit over with so I can kill Gwen and then leave forever.
Did you hear the other Miyazaki's coming out of retirement again?
Oh, really? I never would expect him.
Yeah, that's weird. It's nuts, dude.
Yeah, may as well level up one more time. 121.
121? Oh no. You've gone over the meta number.
I thought it was 125 and 1.
No, it's 120. People went to 125 to be cheeky, or they went to 129 to be extra cheeky. It was 120.
Boop, boop, boop.
I always warned people about that because some people were gonna go fucking 138. They would just
Always,
continue to skyrocket.
always like to like make myself via means like a max level character. I forget what it was in one, like some crazy ass like 721 or some stupid thing like that.
838.
I can't remember. But I always enjoyed doing that. And then just so happening to run into like the other two dudes that are doing that at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always the most toxic shitheads in the
Oh
world,
yeah,
too.
absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
They're there to play, baby.
Yeah, you came into the forest. Let me tell you why that was a mistake. Welcome
Don't you
to
know that I'm here to protect the cat or whatever?
that.
Fuck you.
Yeah, imagine doing that, Sinless. Couldn't be me.
Nope, no.
Couldn't be me, dude.
Couldn't be me either. I would never do that.
Couldn't. Oh, I forgot about blowed heads.
Yeah.
You got out. I did get out, but I gotta play Elden Ring for the money. All right.
Fame.
I don't have kids to feed, but I'd like to eat. So gotta do it.
I like to eat in a fancy house, too.
Yeah, I gotta do it. Imagine playing Dark Souls 1 PvP for 10 years. I know 2 guys that still do it. 2 guys. Still do it.
Why? Is the sensation of doing a circle backstab fish really that enticing?
Because it is... I'm gonna get in trouble for saying it, but it is possible for the smallest amount of power to go to your head. It is absolutely possible for that to happen. Oh, of course the viewer count jumps when I say something like that. Well,
Oh,
good
no.
for me. Good for me.
Everyone heard. Yeah, do they just play against each other?
Sometimes.
Good to see you.
Sometimes they wait for some type of news for another game or an update for another game, and it gets people thinking about the old ones and then going back and play it.
There is a certain novelty in playing Dark Souls 1 PvP just because it's so goddamn stupid.
Well, it happens every time too. Like anytime there's any announcement at all, people are like, "I'm gonna go play 1." Oh, I wonder. I remember maybe 2. Maybe I didn't give 2 its fair shake. I'm gonna go do a playthrough of that. Oh my god, there's invasions everywhere. I can't believe this. People still play this game? No, they came back for the same reason you did.
Yeah.
To do this, like that's the same thing.
My favorite thing is people are like, I'm gonna go play 3 again, I'm gonna play 1 again. And then they're like, oh yeah, this game sucks.
Oh yeah. That's what happened to Dylan. Poor Dylan was like, I'm gonna play 3 again a little bit, and then he was like, oh, I remember why I stopped. I remember that now.
Oh, I hate this. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. This sucks. Dropout Dragon is mean. Aw. You don't even know. Plague will tell you, I'm being nice. I'm being on good behavior.
He's very nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm good behavior tonight. Sinless will tell you, I've been a hell of a lot worse. Hell of a lot worse.
Fuck, come on. Oh, there he is. I wonder what he was doing.
No, 2 still sucks. 2 does not do well. 2 is only good for PvP. That is it. Oh yeah, I love that, Sinless. That's my favorite.
There it is.
thing in the whole world. Definitely. I do say what's on my mind there, Drake. That is definitely something that happens.
Yeah, that's something that me and Dragon have in common, at least.
That's very true. Plague is honest. I'm honest to the point where sometimes I'm political, but I'm still gonna say, like, you know, if I don't like something, I'm not gonna fake it. I made that promise to myself because there was a while where even I was fooling myself, and now I'm not anymore because I really was just like, yeah, man, I'm enjoying this. I like to entertain people and all that. It's like, yeah, I did like to do that. I just didn't like the medium in which it was happening, and I fooled myself into thinking I did. And so I've now promised not to do that.
My favorite thing about interacting online is, like, sometimes I'll say that I don't like something, but also, like, say that it's not because it's bad. This is actually really good. It's just that I suck at it, or it's something like that.
Uh-huh.
And even if you say that with that context, saying this is great, I'm terrible at it, or not even saying that you don't like it, just I'm bad at this, people will still reply with "fuck you."
Yeah.
How
There's nothing to do
fucking
about that.
dare you?
Yeah, I love this. How could you hate it? That's an attack against my choice,
Yeah.
personally. No, I know that. I like the reverse of it too. Like I'll play some game maybe people don't like all that much, and then it's like, boom, defend your purchase immediately. How dare you buy this game? Assassin's Creed Valhalla? You fucking idiot. How could you fucking even think of giving Ubisoft money, you disgusting creature?
I enjoyed playing Valhalla. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. It was alright.
I cheated in that game.
Oh.
Yeah, I usually save this bit for the end, Kel, since that item's up there.
Yeah, why are you personally attacking me by talking about a game I don't like?
There's even been times where I say that I like something, but I'm no good at it. People will still say, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Like, just the admission of, not even, like, there are no negatives to that statement. Just, I wish I was better. Go fuck yourself. Burn in a barn fire. I hope I get better at this. Get raped by Satan, motherfucker.
Yeah, they surely hate you.
Like, what the fuck? Alright, let's take care of this third kill. Be careful. I forget when he starts this. Here it is. We'll go with the blood shield. It's an alright level shield.
Good old muffled mic dropout. Been a while. It has been a while. I would sound better, but Plague's internet through Discord is not great, and Discord's really bad with my noise gate. OBS sounds a lot better, but
You're actually not dropping out too much.
no, it's more just the quality of Discord's noise gate. It's not great.
Yeah.
OBS is much better at picking that up, but
Ever since my internet improved, quote unquote, Discord's been a lot better.
that's
Like
good.
prior-
Good to hear.
Prior, I would get on a voice call with someone, and it'd just be that. And I would have to ask people to repeat sentences, and even then I wouldn't hear them. I would just get the gist of what they were trying to communicate.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. No, you've been fighting that a long time. I'm glad you're getting some manner
Well,
of
I'm still
reprieve.
fighting it.
Still, well, yeah, but you're getting some. There's obvious progress here, which is good.
Like some contraption. Thought so. Like, I think the night before last, internet just went out for an hour, and then came back on for about 30 minutes, and then went off again.
Oh,
For no reason.
it's odd that it goes off twice. If it had been the one, I would have been like, oh, it's probably the maintenance hour. But if it's She goes off twice? That's unusual. Oh, man. Oh, boy fucking howdy. Let's just solve that problem immediately.
The one used for Wog.
I like that. That was, That's literally the only part of this place that I remember is that that fucking phalanx, and I'm really, you know what, Cal? Props to you. Solve that problem for play.
Always enjoyed using pyromancy on those guys. It's fun watching them burn.
That's true, but I'm also cool with this quicker. So Cal made the right choice. I like that.
I guess we can take care of old... What's his name? Xanthos, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Old demons reference.
There he is.
Who's this dude? No, he's a reference.
Reference. Wow.
What's the item description say? Once a king or something. God damn, he's cool.
Something.
What were we saying? Lamau.
Yeah.
I mentioned the other day, you don't really hear people saying Raffle anymore.
Thank God. Well, I never use, like, it's very rare to see me say or use LOL or any of that stuff.
I might say, like, haha on a rare occasion.
Yeah.
Which I've actually been trying to get, even if I don't find something funny, I've been trying to get better at it. Because it's kind of important to communicate that, you know, you're still... you know, feeling the conversation, I guess.
Mm-hmm. No, I just say I type. You know me. I type correctly, punctuated, all that stuff. It looks so weird to see that next to LOL. That's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's just weird because I type very quickly, and I try to type correctly as possible. Not for any like pretentious reason. It's just something I grew up doing.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I've gotten out of it because I've always come across as being very abrasive online either way.
Yeah.
And
Put some more
trying not to be an asshole online has been something I've been trying to do in the past couple of years.
Well, see, there you go. Both of us, we're trying to do better. Trying to do better. No, you know, when I learned this recently, I put periods at the end of my statements.
Yes.
And that signals to Gen Z people and a few millennials that I'm being serious, even when I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's weird to me. That is
usually, period means you're angry about something.
Yeah, which I'm not. I'm literally just talking like if I was just in chat and I was just like, "Oh, hey, Plague." Boom, just like that.
Yeah, and that's
And
never
like
bothered me.
Yeah, but the period's gonna be like some other people are gonna look at it like, oh, is he about to be like passive aggressive or something? Like, is he upset at Plague? That was very. Yeah, wow, I can't believe Dragon Age's Plague.
Do they have beef?
Well, yeah, beef. Oh, I hope they make a video about it because that's clickbait as fuck, and that's.
I never go in this way. I think this is supposed to be the intended way.
Dude, this way sucks. Go the other way.
Yeah.
Multiple
Dark
dots.
Souls 1.
Oh, you mean ellipses, Big Chill? Yeah, when people throw out the ellipses, that's the thing. Drama time, big drama.
What the hell? Well, I got turned upside down.
Drama between me and Plague would be pretty fucking boring.
It would be pretty abrupt, too.
I think his art's stupid, and
It is.
he had one good video, and rest dumb. And honestly, suck.
What do you have to say about this play? Yeah, it's true.
Bulb man, got him, everybody.
Bulb
Fist
man.
bump. Let's go.
Let's all make out. Got you.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to make out with my white knight circle. It's gonna be great.
Someone needs to protect Dragon from plague. This fan base is toxic.
Exactly. It plagues fan base is 20 times larger than Dropouts ever was. This is an unfair fight. We have to stand Dragon. And then I'm gonna kind of throw up that somebody would say that. Please, please no.
E-drama is an excellent way to advertise.
Oh, I've seen people do. Oh, absolutely. That is actually, it's a huge thing, and this is no fucking lie. The furry side of YouTube, dudes will fucking PM each other and be like, "I'm gonna start some drama. Are you in?" And then fucking pretend to have beef when they don't actually have beef. That's the thing. That's
It's
a
lovely.
real fucking thing. It's
All
happened
of this
on
world that we
two-
live in.
Yeah, that has happened on 2 fucking occasions where they ended up admitting that they were faking it. And I'm like, first off, shame on all of us for caring, and B,
Bravo.
who fuck them? Yeah, like, like 40 minutes.
Kel, since you killed that guy, I gotta make sure that he... Oh! I was about to waste
Fanatic.
time hilariously. But since
Right.
I heard Kel kill one of these guys, I had to turn the corner to make sure it didn't drop anything. And it did.
Do it.
Always gotta make sure. Good job, Kel. You made that happen. It's good stream content. They got people to look at the screens for like 5 seconds.
Got him. You got him. Little trick there, trick of the streamer.
This is gonna lead to like 1 sub, probably. That's good enough, baby.
Let's go. Fucking growing. We're doing it.
Crescent Axe, what the fuck?
You ever lie so hard you believe a lie? Well, you wouldn't have to, Cobra, because if... Alright, here's my problem. If I had fake beef with somebody, eventually, because I get a little creative, I'm gonna say something that actually pisses them off. Like, that's what's what's gonna happen. And I know
Even
it.
whenever you... even if you have to fake it, you still have to be searching for shit.
Yeah, you have to do it, and and it's gonna happen, and they're gonna be like, "You really fooled them." Hey, listen, at 3 minutes in that video, you brought something up. Don't do that again, because that kind of hurt, man. And honestly, I don't want people repeating it, and then people are gonna repeat it, and then boom, they're gonna seek out that weakness.
Thanks,
Dangerous
Big Chill.
game.
Big Chill __. You always have to say both of them.
He's got 3.
Thanks, baby. Yeah.
He's got 3 in there.
Look at that. Look at this bird Naruto running. Oh, it stopped. Shit.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Repugnant creature.
Some people were trying to get me, mainly Fighting Cowboy, was trying to get me to play Shimigami Tensei. That wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know
of
anything
the
about
original-
that.
It's Pokemon with demons. And it's super fucking anime, and you know how I feel about that. I barely got through Neo. That was hard for me.
Yeah, I still have not gotten Neo 2. Supposedly it's
Neo-
better than 1.
Yes, it is. I will say it is. I'm not kidding. I had to push through my hatred of the Sengoku era and all of the super anime shit. And when I got through it,
pretty tired of seeing that.
it was leagues ahead better than the fucking first one. A buddy of mine didn't even like the first one, but he liked the second one. So
Thing I hate... Well, apparently this is it still has the same problem in 2. Is if you want, like, a build or to use the upgrade system or whatever at all, you're kind of just fucked. You stick around to New Game Plus. That was the big problem in 1.
oh, you mean for Neo?
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, yeah. You can have like a direction even in like new game, like regular. New Game Plus is when that build starts to take a route, and then you start getting into the New Game Plus 6 or 7. Here's the good news about Neo 2. It's based. Your progression through the new games is based off points. So eventually, if you only really have to do like 5 or 6 hard missions in order to get to the next new game, but it's going to obviously be that much harder. So,
Okay.
also you're being rated.
Yeah, I had my controller did that cash roll thing, so I almost rolled off the edge for no reason.
Oh.
So I got paranoid about looking down at the screen. And since I'm so up high, I need the, before I look over at Streamlabs or anything, I need the get back down, not get my ass exploded. Okay. What was I looking at?
You've been
Actually, I
rated
do need to
by-
check.
Strident Song has rated you.
Oh yeah, hey Strad. Oh, what's going on, buddy? I need to make sure that no one else has done any... Okay, Yes, yes. 2 hours ago, Go Golem resubscribed with his Prime sub. For some reason, Prime subs don't want to show up, or or I missed them, or something's going on.
Yeah, they can be finicky, pretty annoying.
Huh. But Go Golem, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. He says, "What has 2 butts and kills people? Answer an assassin." Good job, Golem. It's fantastic. Appreciate that. Yeah.
That was me slapping my knee. That was a good one. It was...
Also, Cobra 743. Thank you very much, buddy. 743 Cobras, all standing ready. Yeah.
I just watched the Freedom Cobra episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I'd forgotten about Freedom Cobra.
My shitty memory. Yeah, I need to go over and get the coal. Shit. Kel, can you figure out how to get over there? I don't remember this shit anymore. I think it's, like, done this way. But thanks to my shitty memory, I don't really remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force episodes. And just by their nature, they're, like, so fever dreamish in a lot of ways. That I'll start watching them and be like, oh yeah.
This was terrible, but also the best at the same time.
Like, there's one or two things now that I would just remember, but otherwise...
My entire humor was based off that show. Redesigned.
No.
That and John Leguizamo, if anyone knows.
Snakes in the wild, of course. Have to unhinge their jaw to eat a whole car.
Steaks.
The problem is you get all that skin around your mouth.
He's just kissing you. It's no big deal. You could put bunny ears on him and you have a long rabbit, you know? It's your chance to play God.
I need to just go back and rewatch all those.
Oh my god. It's all on HBO. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it was all on HBO. A few episodes are not on HBO. Apparently, Aqua Teen Hunger Force has a few episodes that Adult Swim is just trying to bury.
Why?
I can't imagine, dude. I don't understand why that would happen.
Yeah, I hate that shit. You know
Dune
what's...
was okay. It was alright.
Somehow, what's even worse is whenever it's just some completely innocuous nothing show, like a children's show, that's just missing episodes for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, not that I give a shit, but I think it's like a DuckTales and Rescue Rangers and stuff like that. Sometimes I think their releases were shitty, so the video quality is terrible, and they're missing like 3 or 4 episodes for no reason.
That's something that does happen. It'll be just one thing in the episode. I quite enjoyed Dune. Yeah, Dune was okay. That's a really tough universe to put on film, and I think they recognized they needed just to use the spectacle of it, and I think they did a decent job at doing that. It didn't blow my mind, but I didn't hate seeing it, and I thought, this is leagues and bounds better than I thought it would be, because I expected the worst.
Yeah.
And it turned out it was okay. It was whatever.
I was pretty surprised that it actually turned out that well.
Yeah, I mean...
it's something that I think I'd rewatch it like once or twice. It's nothing that really blew my mind or anything, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is like 1/3 of the book, Sinless, so they're going to make more, but...
I did the same thing that I do every time that I check out anything Dune-related. I went and checked up on what exactly happens in all the Dune books.
Nah.
That's a weird universe.
That takes a bit. That takes a while, and then I made the joke the other day. I was like, man, Warhammer fans been real quiet since Dune came out. Just fucking- And yeah, I get it, chat. I know most of Dune is or most of Warhammer is taken from Dune. I get it. And Dune got a lot of shit from Asimov, but was able to put it in a more recognizable stance. It wasn't Asimov's crazed ramblings about O'Neill cylinders and the like. I get it. I've been there, done that. Nobody go nerdy on me, please. Please. It's just a joke. Chill. Worst movie to film adaptation, according to the book person themselves, Interview with a Vampire. Apparently was the author hated that fucking movie. Hated that shit.
I never actually kill Priscilla. Just kill Priscilla.
Yeah, Aragon's up there. Aragon was pitiful. That's bad. Aragon was pretty shit.
I think my mom rewatched Aragon quite a bit. Not sure why. She really likes fantasy.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't really care what the quality of the fantasy is.
That's a shame. But she could buy Techie's book.
Ooh, nice.
If she doesn't care about standards, oh, that's fantastic. I'm gonna have to tell Techie that joke later so he doesn't sit here like, you fucking asshole. I know he could hear me in the background like, huh? Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Techie does it again. How's it feel to be at the top, Techie? Fuck you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Often called the Miyazaki of the Western world. Alright, done with Painted World. Now we can go murder Gwen. And put another shitty playthrough of Dark Souls 1 to rest.
You poor man, he brings you nuggets, and this is how you repay him.
I love that stupid movie stinger that plays whenever you jump off the ledge.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why they give you a homeward bone. It seems like if you sit down at the bonfire at all, it would put you not there. Yeah, I'll just run out. You can throw daggers on my back if you want to, boys.
Sometimes I forget that the Harry Potter movies had movies. Like, period.
They were,
So,
yeah, they were movies. Yeah.
I'm so disinterested in Harry Potter. I never got into Harry Potter. Everybody was, ooh, Harry Potter, and I'm like, it sucks. It doesn't make sense.
The idea of the world is okay, I guess.
No. I used to get mad because they'd be like, oh, here's fucking England and houses and shit. I'm like, fuck that. I was like Key and Peele, dude. I was like, I want to see that inner city wizard school. I want to see some of that shit. What's going on there? My high school was nothing like this. I want to see what would happen if my friends had magic. That would have been the shit.
Nothing good. If people actually had yeah, nothing good.
No,
I always wanted
good.
to see. I always wanted to see the wizard with a gun.
Yeah, like, yeah, you can talk or I can shoot you. I don't know. It didn't make it mundane enough, if that makes sense. There was just wasn't enough thought into how they actually, like, live, at least in the movies. Maybe in the books they're better, but I didn't read them, so I was just pissed
A
off.
little bit. I listened to the audiobooks, but then I've listened to a lot of audiobooks, especially shitty ones. I've been listening to Star Wars audiobooks for years now. Like, as I go to town to pick up groceries, like 15-minute bursts.
I don't know who does it for the audiobook, but I can make a book suggestion right now to everybody in here, and you might actually like it yourself playing. Project Hail Mary. It's going to be having a
Heard of
movie
the
soon.
name.
Project Hail Mary. You guys should read that. That's
And what is that about?
You ever see that movie Enemy Mine?
Yeah.
It's like that, except they're not enemies. A guy is
So it's just
stuck.
mine.
Kinda. A guy is stuck with an alien, and the alien is actually different. Like, they're not just doing, oh, it's a humanoid Star Trek alien. This is a lithoid. Like, if anybody knows what that is, this is a rock that is an alien that looks like a spider.
So it's like a silicoid-based weirdo.
Yeah, it's some weird shit, and they go into his physiology, and they talk a lot about how, like, for example, the alien is stunned that the human can see stars because they don't actually see with their eyes. They don't have eyes. They use sonic stuff. So they've never even they didn't have a concept of what stars were until they built computers because they can't see them. You know, shit like that. He really goes into in the book that has some interesting shit.
Yeah, that's
where-
more hard sci-fi, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's
Or it's more
you know,
developed.
I like somebody. Yes, I play Stellaris. Good for you. Like, someone knows what a lithoid is. Yes, I play Stellaris. Yeah, Project Hail Mary. That's and it's gonna be a movie soon, and I can't wait because I want to see the alien. The alien's gonna be fucking amazing. Should you play?
Do you think it'll
Stellaris?
be-
Sure.
Do you think it'd be cheap to produce? Because with like Enemy Mine actually cost a shitload of money, but that's because the people making it were incompetent. But in theory, it was just two people sitting
Yeah.
in a
I
shitty
would
little
say
set.
it could cost as much as the lighthouse. I would say.
But if it's a weird, abstract-looking creature and they have to rely on like CG and it's in every scene, then
If they do, I think if they did a mix between like puppetry and CGI, I don't know, it'd be hard, but it's just I can't wait because I want to see a non-humanoid alien with different traits, a different mentality, and it being friendly. It's not some hive species that wants to kill you. It's a friendly thing, and they're trying to work out each other's culture. That's a thing. I know they don't have they have these weird like little computer things in this, but it's like a whole whatever. They are the computers. It's like a whole thing. It doesn't matter. The point is, it's really good.
you want
and
to
I
see
wanna
weird shit. You want
I wanna
to
see
you want to
it.
see the idea explored.
Right.
It does sound like you enjoy the like even like I don't know if this is a term, but like hard fantasy. Like this, if that's the problem you had with Harry Potter, is the fact that it wasn't realized enough.
I like stories that explore something mundane in a fantasy or sci-fi setting. I like it when I know that the author has thought about it. Okay, I put
Yeah.
this character in X situation, and I put this character in the same X situation, and they live in Y world. What do they do for food? What do they do for recreation? What kind of recreation would they have with the level of technology I've given them? These little tiny questions that come in, I'm more interested in exploring their world than I am the actual story at hand.
That is the
That's-
what do they eat question. It's like one of the most famous writing exercises.
Oh yeah,
Is what do they eat? Because that tells you like how that tells you what the author is thinking about,
Yeah.
and whether he's actually doing the work or he's just writing bullshit.
right. No, that's
Almost
a
like
huge
a
thing for me. As somebody who's been around the block a little bit on writing, that's the fun exercise. That's what makes it interesting to do that. Techie and I talk about it a lot. We talk a lot about that sort of thing with his own books and with other stories that we like. Is okay, you can write this shit, but does it make sense? Or are you just doing it for plot? And we have those type of conversations, and that sounds more abrasive than it is, but that's at the end of the day, a lot of artists need to have that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, if you're writing, then you're thinking about that shit all the time. What the hell? What the fuck's that? Is that a vagrant?
Oh my god, an actual vagrant? Is there?
Off in the
And
distance.
The last playthrough, there's an actual vagrant?
Whoop, never mind. It went away.
Oh,
It vanished.
never mind. It's a miracle resonance sign. That's
Oh yeah,
it's
it must have
Kel's.
been.
Okay.
It looked
I couldn't-
way different than.
Yeah, I
It
was
looked like I had a black
you're-
center.
I'm running your stream kind of low because I'm watching it and in Discord, so I'm keeping it low. But yeah, that for a moment there, that did look like a vagrant. You're right.
I've actually
funny.
seen a lot of them. this playthrough, but they always vanish before I can get to them.
I have never in my life run into a vagrant in Dark Souls 1. Never once.
Yeah, also Solaire did not show up. Even though we opened the shortcut, he just never showed up.
I'm not a big fan of anime, period, but the idea of isekai stuff can be mostly really boring, and a lot of people do fan service with it, so I'm not really into that. And when I say fan service, it's more a broad term of watch me insert my cool character or myself into the story. I would rather them just tell a story of a character that was born there. I'd rather see that.
Same. I got very tired of isekais very quickly.
But again, I'm not an anime person. I don't like anime all that much. I've watched the movies that are good because they end.
The last isekai I watched was called Conception. It sucked. Unbelievably. But it was also an anime about... Wait, wasn't it isekai? I can't remember. I just wanted to talk about Conception being shit. Because it's a show about some guy going to some world where he has to impregnate all the characters.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible.
I now I'm connecting its name. Now I get that now. Okay, all right.
Yeah, Conception.
Yeah, see, I was thinking of some other usage of that word.
But the reason why I watched it is because for like a week there was some ongoing meme with some bizarre-looking mascot character talking about getting fucked by the main character. So like, what is this? So I had to go look at it, and then I watched like one episode, and I was so mystified by being utter garbage that I just kept watching it in the background.
Sometimes it can happen to me, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of anime, and a lot of it's just not very good. I'm not gonna lie. At least to me.
Oh yeah, why don't I try to parry that?
And I know there's gonna be people who were like, "Well, you should watch this. You should watch this, and you should watch this." That is some falling on deaf ear shit. I'm sorry to say that, but oh, Gwen.
No, he's a bitch. He likes wogs.
He does like wogs. That's true.
He loves wogs. Wog! I loved it. Notice he has a funny mustache.
A little bit.
Like, he has a stereotypical funny mustache. Because he's a funny man.
Funny, yeah, he's a hee ha ha boy.
I'm surprised that since they gave Nameless King his Gwen face. Like the fire? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm surprised that whenever they gave Nameless King his Gwen face for no reason, even though that makes no sense, because that's not how gods work, that they somehow didn't rope Guinevere back in and also give her a zombie face. Because fuck it.
Yeah.
Also, we beat the game, I guess. Bye.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of feel bad.
No, it's fine. This is what this deserves.
It's what this deserves. You know what? I don't like anime all that much. It's fucking like the ending of Dark Souls. I don't like anime.
You guys like anime?
Sure don't. Oh man, that's funny.
This ending is so fucking anime. Me and my baby face.
Look at him go.
They never explain these fucking snakes.
It doesn't matter.
They don't. It doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't matter.
Not in 1, not in 2, certainly not in 3.
God, your character look like shit.
Yeah. This one of my favorite things about 2 is people always would post their screenshots. I did it, guys! I beat it, with them sitting on the throne. And 100% of the time, they're always some clown car, pile of shit, purple and green nonsense character. Just a tornado of bad ideas.
Your like mouth is outstretched more than the actual character model.
Yeah.
Like, I did it.
Is me, I did.
I'm really good, dude. Jesus.
We did it, chat. We beat Dark Souls. This is quite a journey. I don't remember any of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Do I dare play Dark Souls 2 on stream for any reason at all?
Just gonna be pissed at it the whole time. You know you are.
Yeah, that's the reason why I don't bother playing 2 or 3, so I'm just gonna be angry.
You're gonna be angry. You know you are.
Like with 1, I can like... 1, sure, I'll fall off a ledge because a roll got cached by the controller in a weird way, or I didn't jump because I'm misremembering the controls. You know, whatever, who fucking cares, right?
Right.
But with 2, it's... I don't know, this 2, going through 2 makes me feel miserable because there's so many areas.
There's
A
still
lot of them are
areas.
really long, especially default 2, like pre-Scholar, because so many of the areas are just face fucky, just tons of enemies.
Well, some areas in Scholar were even worse.
Oh yeah.
Like you know.
It wasn't
Well,
a
you don't-
straight up improvement or anything.
No, not really. That's like, except for the frames. I was happy to have 60 of those. That was nice. I liked that. That was a game changer for PvP. I needed that. But
Like I was saying before, it is. I have been playing through 3 and actually running a poise build. Now that they pushed the hyperframe frames up into the forward portion of the animations of the larger weapons, that did improve the game a lot. Because boy, I fucking hated playing 3 with no poise. Because there's so many cases with like you know, the prison area. I forget what it's even called. Maybe this is Earthhold Prison. Of course, there's the shitty enemies that, I'm looking at you, I'm lowering your health, those things, sure. But you go deeper into that area, and there's like a hallways with some rats that if you have no poise, they just stun lock you.
Right.
Because their animations are like 5 frames each. And they'd like nudge their heads a little bit, and you take 1/4 of your health and damage.
Yeah, it's just nice,
And they can just surround you and just do that, and you're done. Hate 3 for that reason. Way more tolerable with boys. I considered playing the Cinders mod. Have you ever fucked around with that stupid thing?
No, I've never. That's a PvE thing, so the answer
Yeah.
is normally always no.
That's what I
with me.
figured.
Yeah.
Although I think you can... There is the stupid, the Halo mod that people have been running around playing with.
that Inferno, man.
Yeah, you could play PvP in that.
Yeah, that's boy howdy. I don't even know what to say about that, but it's just
It'd be
hard to be
diverting.
hoped. Hard to be hoped. When I knew he was like working on that, I was thinking to myself, man, I hope Elden Ring isn't actually real, so that can be the true death of the Souls community. Somebody making a Halo mod,
Halo
and that's
mod,
just
yeah.
it. It's just gone. Like, it's over, dude. I'm free. Like,
We were working on Elden Ring, but we saw this and decided to just...
that's it, dude. We're done. Yeah, that was... Man.
Jesus. Dark Souls... Damn, it was 2012? Fuck.
I'm sorry to tell you that. Or sorry to be here when you realize it. These,
Man, I hate that shit.
it hits you like a brick, huh?
Yes, indeed.
I remember the Berlin Wall coming
The
down.
dark sign brings
Yeah.
the undead.
I should be dead.
And in
Oh,
this
wow.
land,
If this was the 1700s,
the
I'd be an
undead
old
are
man.
corralled and led
Yeah.
to the north.
That's just how it is, man. But
Have you thought, like, have there been points in your life where
Where they
you
are
think,
locked
if
away,
we didn't have modern medical
will
science or
reach the
whatever,
end of the world.
I definitely would have died in this scenario?
maybe. I was too young for it though. I had surgery on my hip when I was like 6.
Your fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I like fell or something, and it was considered not a serious issue, but it was. They were saying, you know, if this wasn't looked at, it could have become one. So I might maybe, but I don't remember that. I've actually managed to not. I haven't been to the doctor in like 15 years. So
Yeah, well, America. So.
America, yeah, just chalk it up to that one. So not really, because I haven't put myself in those situations. That being said, I might have jumped off a cliff without painkillers on a number of occasions because I got fucked up after high school. I was playing a lot of football in high school. I got into a lot of fights in high school and middle school, and that caught up with me pretty quick for a little while. Those have since been better. I do know that in 30 years, I'm going to need surgery on my left shoulder because I broke my collarbone when I was 14, and I didn't realize it was broken. I just kind of set it back into place myself and thought it was
Cool.
dislocated. I did not think that it was broken. And because of that, it healed incorrectly and has been slowly but surely tearing at the ligaments in my shoulder all of this time. And it gives me great pain. And if I lift it in a funny way, it falls out of its socket, which is fun.
That
So
does
I'm gonna
sound
be given-
excellent.
Yeah, I'm going to be given, in like 20, 30 years, I'm going to be given the option. Do you want more painkillers, or do you want big-time surgery where you won't be able to lift 5 pounds of that arm for 9 months? So, let's hope for some big medical advancements coming in the future. Because none of those sound preferable.
I'm hoping that I can just transfer my mind into a computer or something.
Oh yeah, I'll fully go transhumanist, but we also know why I'm going to do that. Not
Wouldn't it suck if instead of... Wouldn't it suck if instead of being able to, like, transfer ourselves into some sort of, like, virtual landscape or something? Like, okay, transhumanism, we figured it out, but we can only turn you into a neon wolf person. That's your only option.
I don't want to be neon wolf man.
That's the only option. That's what we figured out.
Why can't we do the other one? Why can't it be Dragon Man
Look,
and
this
leave
is
out
science.
The Neo?
It's not a matter of design.
Right. This is science, truly, in this scenario. We're definitely
Scientists discover that the future is cringe.
What color? Sell me on this. What color are we talking about?
Light blue, hot pink,
No.
and gold.
What are the inside color of his ears? Because that's what the dick looks like. What's that?
Black.
Damn it. That's not terrible, but
It could be worse.
it could be worse.
See, I didn't want to pick the good one. I don't want to pick the bad one.
It's just, at least it's also not neon green. I don't like that. I don't like neon colors on personas. Of course,
I
this is
don't
gonna get
know.
Here we go. We're gonna do. I went a good 3 hours. By the way, we didn't even talk about furries all that much. We went a long time without having.
That's
to do
true.
this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's I should be proud of myself, but I could also just reject this conversation. I could just do it.
Yeah, it never happened.
I could just do it.
Just like most of Dark Souls never happened.
But it's pretty tempting to yell about furries in front of 250 people because it's funny to me.
That's your audience. They're
it,
here
yeah.
for your entertainment.
That's true. That is exactly right. I mentioned the furries, but that wasn't part of this isn't the get your persona conversation. That's his fault. He did that. I actually pointed at nothing, by the way.
Only
I do that a lot.
in
Yeah,
the
I
ancient
physically
legends
acted out what I
it
just
is
said, and I literally pointed at my fucking wall and
that
said
one
he
day
did that.
an undead shall be
Yeah,
chosen.
I'll point at nothing or wave to nothing, and then feel
Yeah.
like an idiot.
Yeah, I do that too.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage
So yeah, we beat Dark
to
Souls.
the land of
did
the
What do you guys want to see next, anyways? And by
hit
the
us
way,
up,
my playthrough of The Good Life was put to an abrupt end, if you didn't know, because of the fact that it is a sweary game, and its save file was corrupted in some bizarre way due to an update.
Hell was a good life. What is that?
It's just some little cute game. It is a very nice little game. It's kind of comfortable to just be in. Little thing where it's sort of like a Deadly Premonition, where it's definitely aping off Twin Peaks.
Okay.
There's a very similar thing going for that. Kind of strange. Characters are very unusual. Order and level up.
I'll tell you what, if you you end up playing Neo 2, I think I can help you in that, but that's if you play it on PC, obviously. But that
Yeah, I
game
could.
is
I mean, if I play it on PC, I can help myself in a variety of
that's
ways.
I guess that's also true. But um that game's really tough. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough game, and I know that
Yeah, that's the main reason
sometimes
why I
Sammy,
avoid.
yeah,
Like Neo 1 really pissed me off with some of its boss encounters.
man.
Like the thing that always, the thing that put me off of Neo like right away was getting to, I forget what some Japanese name, so I don't fucking remember. But getting to the hill, the flowery hill, where the guy challenges you to a duel. You're supposed to come back to it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But just all the input reading how fucking fast he is and how much damage he does. So, wow, even if I had better numbers, I hate this fight. I hate this experience. I hate everything about this.
Yeah, there isn't that's not great for sure. There's a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, the only way I can enjoy Neo 2 would probably be if I was grossly overleveled.
Yeah.
This is kind of the weird thing about... There's some other game that's been like that recently, but Metroid, that's what it is. Metroid Dread. Gives me the same feeling of I really love just moving around the levels, just doing shit, finding stuff. But when it comes to the actual boss encounters, which are, that's the real shit.
Right.
Whenever it gets to that point, I hate it. Like, I hate fighting bosses in Metroid games. And a lot of that comes down to, like, missile spam for me, just because it's so tactile. But that's a unrelated thing.
I haven't played a Metroid game since Fusion.
Dread is a good game. It's not perfect or anything, but it's just one of those games, another one of those fuck you Plague games, stop talking about this, where, like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, in particular, I suck at this, I suck at it, go to hell, Plague. One of those things.
Right. Well, Neo 2 is probably going to give you that, too.
Yeah, probably. That's the reason why I didn't bother buying it.
Yeah. That's
the succubus boss. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? It's kind of early on. It's in, like, a cave.
Yes, that's that one.
And as I recall, it's almost a puzzle boss, because there's one particular way that you have to approach every single bit of that fight. And if you don't do it a very specific way, then you just die.
I don't remember that. But, she was annoying. I remember her, yeah.
I do remember her being annoying.
She was annoying.
Do I still upload? Yeah, I upload these to the unlisted playlist. Sometimes I'll forget them. Because I did notice the other day, I went into my video listing, and I saw, like, 6 of these Dark Souls bits that I had uploaded. And they were all still private, so sorry. I unlisted them, though. They should all be in there. Same deal with this one. It just takes like a day to upload, so I have a tendency to forget that I'm doing them. Shadow of the Colossus sounds neat. Although I don't have a PS... Wait, was that a PS4 or a PS5 game, the remaster? I think it's PS4. I mean, I still have the PS3 version, of course, of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
It'd be much easier if I had a PS5, though. Shadow Colossus remake. There's not too much about that game that I found annoying. I also have Journey. Journey would make a good, like, one-stream thing that I could do.
You could do Journey. Journey's pretty easy. You ever played Subnautica?
Very briefly, I did. I did not enjoy it.
Oh.
Although it has changed a lot since I played it, from what I gather.
Yeah, don't play Below Zero, but the first one's pretty good.
PlayStation 4. I could play that.
Yeah, Subnautica.
Do I ever plan on doing an in summary for 2 and 3? Nope. Ain't doing that.
That sounds like shit.
Final Fantasy X streams, that would be entertaining, but I would probably go like 2 or 3 sessions, then give up on it, unfortunately.
Play it times 4 speed the whole fucking time. Just the
you
entire
could,
time.
I guess. I enjoy
thought
playing
about
10. It's like 10 is 10 is 10. It's a very weird game. And it's not
It
something
is.
that I feel like I should enjoy playing, but there's something about it that I am entertained by.
I got a hot take.
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoy playing 12 better.
12, really?
Yeah. I hate the story, but I liked the gameplay better than the other Final Fantasies.
Well, there's not much gameplay, I guess.
Like
A lot of it is once you get the ability to, anyways.
Mhm.
That is, yeah, it is satisfying though, to be able to set everything just the way that it should be and seeing it work.
Yeah.
Like that does
What's
feel
the
really
word?
fucking good.
Well, but I also liked the original version. I don't like the Zodiac version. The game wasn't really designed to deal with that, and it bothers me that that's a thing.
What was the difference between them?
Okay, so you pick the Zodiac version, you pick the classes. You pick 2 primary classes for your characters, and that changes what they get in the license board, whereas in the original version, everybody could get everything. And the game was designed for everybody to be able to get everything because characters pop in and out of the story.
Right.
So at any point in time in Zodiac, you could be left without the person you designated as a healer, which is really annoying. I just don't like that because it's just a system that it just wasn't really designed for. And I don't like playing a version that has just now limited my characters. That is...
One of the things I never liked about 12 was the summons.
they weren't
like-
as good, no.
For the longest time, I thought there was something about summons that I was just missing, like I was doing something wrong. And it wasn't until years later that I started looking online that I learned that no, they just sucked. Summons were just bad.
It's not great in 12. No, I don't think I'll be playing Cuphead. That's not my jam.
No, those are like any time that there's a game where it comes down to being really good at doing something with your hands, I'm not gonna play it. Like I suck at it.
Yeah, I don't have that problem, but I just don't care.
I don't know how I draw. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Like I'm decent technically with my hands. I can't draw for shit. My hands get shaky when I try to draw a line. Like it's awful. I can't do anything.
I don't
You and
know.
have talked
Maybe it
about
has
that before.
something. Maybe it's because, like, I don't know many artists are like, yeah, I draw, but I'm also like a god at fighting games or whatever it is. I'm sure that they exist, but I don't know if there's some sort of weird correlation between the two.
Well, the only artist that I know like their personal lives is Mario. He's okay at games, but he can be yeah, he's all right at games. he's all right. Dragon's Dogma, I've played the hell out of Dragon's Dogma. I know.
Shouldn't they be getting a sequel soon coming out? There was like a
Yes.
leak.
Yes, and we will see. I also downloaded the mod that equalizes the stats between leveling, and it made that game infinitely fucking better.
Dragon's Dogma?
Yeah. I messed around with Nexus mods for that. That's one of the few times. That's one of the few mods I gave it. That and the unlimited running stamina because fuck you.
Oh yeah.
That sucked. But yeah, giving the character the ability to level how I pleased instead of saying, "Oh, if I want to play a magic archer, I better get to sorcerer at level 10 and then switch over to sorcerer all the way to level 200, or the magic
Oh
archer
yeah.
is
God, I
dog
forgot
shit."
about all that shit.
The stack growth. Yeah, just there's a mod that equalizes it or even maxes it out for each level up, and it just makes it fucking so much better to go, I'm bored of this particular play style. I'm switching classes and being able to do it without punishing yourself. So
It was a good game, but that game was also a fucking mess because it was trying to be like 30 different games
yeah.
at the same time.
oh yeah, I mean it was it was
Makes
an
me wonder what the hell the sequel would be like, because surely they'd have their head on swivel by now on what to do with it, but...
Yeah, like Dragon's Dogma 2 now has the technology to do what one wanted to do, but well, as long as they don't have the same fucking writers. Please, God, don't do this to me.
You didn't like getting to the
please.
dragon And then your romantic interest of the fat merchant is there.
Farnival. I'll never forget Farnival's fat ass running from those goblins, dude. I'll never forget that. Like,
I laughed every time I saw it. It didn't matter what character was in it. I always thought that shit was the funniest.
fucking Farnival, dude.
It took some doing to get the actual character you wanted. Oh,
I
by the
didn't
way.
care about any of that. That wasn't I wanted weapons. I didn't want my character to have a love life. He was there to kill and do the death skip. That's what he was there for. He
Yeah.
wasn't there for any of that shit.
I had some fun in the little DLC. That's mainly what I remember, is thinking the game really comes more into its own whenever you actually start getting into the whatever the hell the tomb area was, the DLC.
They yeah, the Bitter Black Island.
Yeah.
No, Dragon's Dogma is also one of the few games I've ever played that did magic correctly.
What you guys need?
It felt good.
Oh, for God's sakes, Pat.
You know, it had crazy ass, spectacle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Use a tornado.
Here, Pat, I just got through beating the game, but I'll load it up for the hell of it. Fuck hell, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
What's going on, Pat?
This is actually New Game Plus. Pat, you may not remember Dragon, if you're even bothering to listen, which he probably isn't. He's probably wandering off and eating the dog's jowls or something right about now.
Jesus.
But I was streaming, or a guest on their stream last night. We were playing Halo Infinite, unfortunately. Welcome, Mel Brooks, K.A. Ka.
Playing Infinite, Pat.
Yeah. Infinite seemed like it was fun, but again, I'm me, so just my artist hands are not meant for such work.
Uh-huh.
So I just suck ass.
Just as good you suck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Fuck you, play.
Suck ass. Stupid ass.
This is a good game. I'm just not very good at it. Go fuck yourself. Burn in a fire. That's my favorite one. I like it whenever they say burn in a barn fire. That's very specific. I'll run down here and I'll kill Quaalag for the hell of it. Oh, this is Dropout. Sorry, I just kind of take it for granted. This is Dropout Dragon. He just wanted the call, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, we just kind of hung out. It's just one of these things. Impromptu as fuck. We were like, I was like, man, I haven't talked to Plague in a while. So I was like, I'm gonna go bother him while he's playing Souls. Actually, I wouldn't have said anything if you hadn't said. Yeah, if you hadn't said my last playthrough. If you hadn't have said that, I was like,
last playthrough.
I was like, that's what you said. You said you were like, for the last time, I never want to play this game.
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want to be there for that. Not gonna lie. I feel like it's appropriate. The one guy.
Oh, it's okay. I'll be playing this again soon enough.
Yeah, we know. We know the truth. You can't escape now.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna be playing this too eventually.
No, I will not play the first one. I will not do that. That is not happening.
But it's right here for the
I
taking.
know it's okay. Look, I need money, but I don't need money that much to turn on this game again. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be getting money either way. Only suffering.
That's true. I might lose subs if I play a Souls game again. Like Elden Ring is one thing, but the rest of them, I might. My regular people are gonna be like, "You said you were done with this."
It's like a relative turning back to alcohol.
Yeah, it's definitely a relapse. They don't want to see that. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for that.
You said you were better than this.
You lied.
I trusted you.
You lied. Here you are. That's fine. I've had
tricks, I see.
I've had friends that made the same vow that I did. They broke long before I have. I haven't broken yet. They did.
Thank God I'm not involved in PvP.
Yeah. So you can only imagine how the reminder of how bad it was.
Fucking this.
What do you play now, Dragon? Anything I want. Let's go through. I was playing Valhalla recently, and Riders Republic. That was fun. Park Attack.
Did Valhalla really get a lot of shit? Because I really enjoyed playing through it.
It didn't. That story didn't respect people's time, and I think that's what they were bothered the most by it. It just kept going and going.
Yeah, I feel that.
It just didn't really the game itself didn't really respect your time, and I think people really just got enough. They got tired of that like microtransaction shit, and they just got done with it.
Especially if you're not some sort of filthy PC user that can hit the Windows startup key and type in CH, and just magic happens. I'm not sure what's going on there. But especially for console people, I imagine that's more of a problem.
I'm also playing. I'm gonna be playing Total War. I'm excited for Dying Light 2, Total War 3.
Oh yeah, Dying Light. Oh.
Yeah, Dying Light 2. I want to see if they can match the first one. The first one was pretty good.
I made the mistake in the first one of cheating somewhat early. And most of that game is just grinding to get stuff. And once you do that, there's not much going on, I learned. It's alright, though.
I want to see what the Chaos Dwarves look like, Mr. Baconator. I want to... I guess that's the magical world of streaming, having a regular-ass conversation with somebody whose name could be Poo Poo Pee Pee Butt, and you have to deal with that. You have to be like, that's a good point, Mr. Poo Poo Pee Pee Butt, but, we really have to look at the statistics here.
Yeah, I want to watch a political stream. Like, I don't care what the politics are, I just want to watch a political stream of some sort, where they have to interact with the chat.
The only ones that you'd find, unfortunately, are people who are so big that they don't even say people's names anymore. They just respond to the chat, and that sucks. Because
at least they respond to the chat.
Yeah, I want them to say the name. Say it. Say it out loud. Say it like you mean it. I'm having a debate with Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. I want to hear it right now.
I've talked about this. That's the bad part of actually having, having a name where you have to have a name that's not too stupid and it's, like, marketable in some way. Like, I chose Plague of Grace because I figured, well, it sort of rolls and people will be able to remember it in some way, and it sort of sounds like some other, like, plate of grapes or whatever, so even that will have some sort of weird association.
Right.
Like, I could have easily named myself something much, much stupider.
Yeah.
Which would have just been the best. But unfortunately, no, I have to have a real name.
Yeah, if you would have been really good at PvP if you had a dumb name.
That's true. I've noticed that people that are really good at PvP in any game are the stupidest motherfuckers in the world.
Oh, yeah.
They always wear...
Included, hopefully, but,
They are the people that rolled out of the clown car.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you get fucking invaded by somebody named Shadow Wolf 69, that guy sucks. That dude's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you get fucking invaded by Poo Poo Pee Pee Man, or I'm bad at PvP, or stubbed my toe, you're done. It's over for you. You are a dead man. He's gonna fucking annihilate your entire world. And he's gonna be like,
yeah, I'll go for the Alt F4 just out of respect.
GG. Just GG.
I want to give you a story, my man. You won't remember most of the people you killed today. I want you to remember me for being the bitch. That's all I can give you.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what they're gonna say. Is oh, asshole.
I found that's the main way to counter invaders in 3 is just like you don't try to beat them. You just try to make sure that they don't have a good time.
Oh, so like telemarketers.
Yeah.
I never understood the people who cuss out telemarketers. Waste their time. That's the way you get them to stop calling.
No call list? I don't think so.
Pretend you're like an old grandma and that you're looking for your credit card for 10 minutes. Like, do that. That drives me crazy, dude. Like,
a little bit more.
Oh, hold on, I have to keep looking. I my husband took it away from me because I keep answering the phone, but I can find know where he likes to hide it. I just have to keep looking for it here for a little while.
Yeah, that's key. You have to have a good narrative behind it.
I gotta get it. That's my son tells me don't do this either. But when it rings, I have to answer the phone. It rings. It's just what you do. You have
Be
to answer the
unpolite.
phone.
That's how my parents raised me. You know, back in 1949.
It's just I thought about it. What were you selling again? You were selling solar panels for the pool. That sounds very helpful. That's
You
very
remind
nice.
me of my boy.
And then break something that sounds horrific. Just be like, I keep looking in the glove compartment. I'm on the highway at the moment.
On the highway.
No, ma'am, you should probably hang up the phone. I'm like, no, I'll find it in a minute. Oh man. People still answer the phone. They don't recognize the number. Old people do. Yeah.
That's how
All people
Miyazaki
do
should
that.
treat the Souls games. When's Dark Souls 4 coming out? Oh, I did get my keys. Give me a moment.
I'll get right on that. I would. Did you play the first one?
Did you play it a second time? You should do that. Lamau. I wrote. This should be like a hard drive article or something. Just Miyazaki interview. Like, they tease it for like several weeks. Then they finally release it, and it's just... Thank you for sitting with us today, and they ask like the first question, and it's just Lamau. With his smiling picture there, and that's the whole article.
That's all anybody deserves.
Miyazaki is like he is like the wheel skeleton of the series.
Well, and I feel bad for him too, because like every artist, every writer, everybody, you get famous for a thing, and you're bored of it, and everybody's like, when's this? And what's that? And what's that mean? Shut up. Go read something else. Go play something else. Come on. There's so many other stories out there. That's what happened to George R. Martin. I'm not like defending the man for not finishing the books or whatever, but he wrote those books like 15 years before they got popular. They didn't work, and he just moved on to something else, and then all of a sudden they're popular and they want to make a TV show and all that, and he's like, oh fuck, I actually have to finish this piece of shit.
Yeah, all that shit about him being busy or whatever. Like,
He's bored.
I've been a writer, and
He's
you know,
done.
you're in a house with a writer. Like, you know what that means.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. I don't blame him. I used to write shit too, but we're not going to get too into that. But it turns out people will pay you money to write naughty things for them.
That's true. Or to draw naughty things for them.
That's true enough. But I can't draw, so.
Or to do naughty things for them.
Yeah, but I'm not hot, so that didn't help.
That's true. Neither am I.
I had to use my imagination.
Oh, come on.
I am no longer for sale, by the way. You guys can't. That doesn't happen anymore. Now I tell jokes for a living.
What are they?
That's a good question. It's a really good question.
Haven't heard any.
I know.
I'm waiting.
You've laughed at least 6 times in this fucking place. At least. Fuck you, Peasy, you disgusting fucking creature. Go back to the cringe room. Your boyfriend's waiting, playing fucking Apex. Go on. Be gone with you. I'll call Babushka.
I think I played Apex once.
Oh no.
I did a drop. I dropped with the boys.
Yeah, dropped with the boys? Oh, damn.
Yeah. We died.
I've never really gotten... Look at that. That's you, Peasy. Look at your fucking face. Disgusting.
What if you were a streamer and you're just the ugliest motherfucker in the world? And you had an emote of your face. You were unknown, like no one gave a shit about you, but that emote became the most famous thing about you.
Yeah, because you're just ugly.
Yeah, like
I think there is one of those. I'm pretty sure.
Like you're the new Frank or Z, but you're a human.
I think it's that one right there. Like,
What the fuck is that?
thing. No one uses it, but me. I'm like the only guy who uses that.
Looks like Bar from Spaceballs.
Yeah. I don't know who it is. I don't know anything about him, but it's just an emote I use a lot. Just look at it.
Like I'm squinting, I don't know what's going on.
I know. Oh man.
Hey Bob, thanks a lot, Bob. I appreciate you, Bob. I'm doing a thing.
The instructions are clear.
Instructions are very clear. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'll go beat Belfry Gargoyles for you savages real fast. You can actually get through Dark Souls 1, like, to ONS pretty damn fast, now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's, people don't, they remember this long struggle in any game they play, Dark Souls or not, and then when you play it knowing something, you're like, God, why did I take that much time on this? That's how it always is.
Whoops. Wow, you guys survived. Good for you. Whoops. Yeah. Ugh. Too bad for me, I like to fuck around.
Oh. Man.
I love fucking around, though. I said this. I think I've said this in like every time I've streamed this game. This is the thing that I like the most about playing PvE in 1, that you can really just fuck around.
Yeah.
Like if you see an enemy, you don't have to just walk up and mash R1. You don't have to do that. You can do backflips around him. You can kick him into like a pit if you want to. You can attract a few other enemies and just stand there and poise through all their attacks just for the hell of it. There's a lot of fucking around in 1.
You can die.
You can uninstall the game. There's an infinite amount of choices.
Yeah. I like that last one.
Well, you'd have to install the game first.
Yeah, but you'd have the privilege of it. And then the right to uninstall it after.
You should do that, Dragon.
It's powerful.
You should install it right now, and then immediately uninstall it.
I could do that. That'd be a hell of a stream, installing a game to uninstall it.
That is a great idea. I should do that with Destiny.
Yeah.
Destiny 2. Just install Destiny 2 live. And since my internet connection is pretty slow, and it would choke out the entire bandwidth of the stream, just take like a good 7-8 hours of streaming, just watching the download.
Act like you're excited, and then just drop it at the end. Like, I can't wait. Yeah. When this is done, I'm gonna have so much fun.
When this is done, we're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. Whoops.
Oops. Oh, well.
I use my repair powder instead of the Estus.
Ooh.
Because I was laughing about Destiny and got hit. I fucking hate Destiny. I played it for a little bit.
I'm not a big fan. I played the base game of the first one. And then I hoped that the second one would be better. I had some extra money, so I bought it. And then did basically the same thing. Like, beat the base game, and then just never came back to it ever again. I didn't do any DLC, I didn't do any of that stuff. I just kind of moved on.
Yeah, I briefly played 2 and then did DLC or some shit. And then I lost interest for a while, then I came back. And then I noticed, wow, this game is floaty as fuck. And it feels weird, and all my shit is like underleveled, so it's like, no, fuck this. I ain't doing this.
I don't like, it's difficult for me to care about a game like Destiny when I've experienced the magic of Warframe.
Oh yeah, the greatest game ever made.
Greatest game ever made. No, in all honesty, as a looter shooter, Warframe was just infinitely better than Destiny, and it's free. So
That's true.
Like as a like you know we could joke about Warframe and it's whatever, but like it's just better and you can use your abilities. It's not like what's the difference between this class? Oh, its grenade is different. Whoa, that's sick. But not in Warframe. You have a lot more options than that. Plus, you know, a shit ton more classes, obviously.
Yeah. You can use one gun that blows up in a whole room, or you can press 4 and that'll blow up a whole room.
Yeah, but you can't really, you know. Destiny's not that game. Destiny's instead 4 dudes shooting a guy in the head and then solving some inane fucking puzzle. I hated the fact that the raids were really just puzzles. They weren't even like raids.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Or you have to go step on a switch in a very specific order, and your
Yeah,
timing has to be perfect.
That sucks. Like,
Do you have Discord to check?
do I have what?
Discord. Like, are you all talking over TeamSpeak or whatever? Are you on fucking Vent?
I don't know. I'm
Then
using
prepare for some really obnoxious timing using the chat.
It just sucked. Like that was the worst. I fucking hated the idea that that was all puzzles and shit because you had to talk to people. You had to.
That's usually the worst part of any game for me. You're gonna make me talk to motherfuckers?
I don't mind. Yeah, but like, see, that's the thing. I don't mind
Make.
talking to people, but you can't do those without that. You just can't. They're impossible. Like, you have to be able to do that, and it's just, you know, you don't have to do that in other MMOs where you go on raids, where it's like eventually people will know where they're supposed to be enough to kind of wing it with randos. It's not as effective, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Any sort of, like all the MMO shit, I've never really cared too much for it. Like playing 14, I got through 14. I don't like its combat at all. Especially like whatever the raids or any, excuse me, any of the raids or anything are. Just because it's like everyone has a pre-set, very specific, pre-planned role that they need to do.
uh-huh.
I guess, well, and that's what you're gonna do. Oh fuck that! I'm not going through all those guys. Let's use a bone. And
If you don't want to play, you can just turn it to just chatting and we can just sit there. I don't know if you're conflicted on that or not.
no, fuck that, baby.
All right.
I love not
Dark
enjoying this.
I love it. I love Dark Soul. My
Like, subscribe.
I love it.
What was I saying? Oh, the 14. Yeah,
14,
it's
yeah,
it's too specific. There's like you can't really do anything except for that very very specific sequence of events that you must do.
Well, that's normally how rotations work, but
Yeah.
if that's not your thing, I can understand that you don't want that.
Yeah. I mean, consider I love fucking about in Dark Souls
You
and any other
cannot-
game for that matter.
Yeah, if you're doing something serious, you definitely cannot improvise your build in
Yeah.
a MMO. I can understand what you're trying to say there. I get that.
Like you have a job to do, you need to do that specific job. You are on a line. You're working line right now.
Yeah. I can understand
can't-
why that'd be aggravating if you just wanted to fuck around.
Yeah. That's usually my problem with games like that. Plus, I don't find it particularly fun to have to go through a rotation.
That
would-
depends. But I
I would much rather be like, oh, there's a guy. What should I do to him this time? I don't know, maybe I'll set him on fire. Maybe I'll push him off a ledge, you know, whatever.
Yeah, the MMOs are definitely not for you.
No.
Please do not join my party.
No.
The fuck is
You don't have to
Plague
worry about
doing?
that.
Oh my god, are we going through this again? Shit. Go through your optimal. I sent you the PDF. I sent it to you. You have the answers. I know how this would go immediately.
Well, with me, I would do all that shit. Like, I do the research and the hours of wiki diving and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do that, I just don't like doing it.
Right, no, I get you.
Ooh, got even less time than I thought I would. Gonna get hit by again? Yep. There goes. Oh, almost got the threefer. Uh-oh. Oh, this area.
I love how those aren't scaled for New Game Plus. So you're just barely taking damage from them.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a little bolder. Alright. I'm not wearing optimal gear, so...
That is
Ah, good. There
yes.
we go. If you're wearing light gear, you can get through that.
I'm not having that conversation, Coconut. That's not your name.
There's no reason for me to do this. I was going to see about trying to get to ONS real fast, but there's not really any point. I'll get through Sins, though.
None of this has a point.
No, this is like life, baby.
None of this has a point.
None of us need any of this shit.
God, I hate this game.
Does it still? Can you still feel it?
It's in the background for sure. Definitely in the background. Feel it.
There's not many games like that for me where I.
At least you're
see
not
it and I
playing
feel-
2. This would be a lot worse if you're playing 2, by the way. Like, that's...
Oh yeah.
If you were
Yeah,
playing
this
2...
this probably the example for me is 2. Is seeing him playing 2.
2
I think-
is gonna bring back
I don't
that
even really.
horrible picture.
I don't hate 2 or anything. It's just. I don't know what it is about it. Just the idea of playing it kind of fills me with dread.
Well, yeah, and that's but for me, it's a totally different context. Like, it's just a mixture of a lot of good, a lot of bad. You know, that type of. You used to enjoy this. You used to love it. You used to be excited to turn it on and invade people or go to the arena. Like, you liked that, and now you look at it and you could just feel this bile in your fucking mouth.
It's like a broken marriage.
It's true. Except, not really, but you know, metaphorically speaking.
Listen, Plague, it's a video game, okay? It's not a broken marriage.
Basically.
I
what
know, I know. But it is, okay? How much health does this new game motherfucker have? Too much of it.
Oh, he's got quite a bit.
I just hate that noise that he makes. I didn't need to kill him, I just really fucking hate that noise anytime I'm in this area. And I'm not human. Sorry, Tarkus. Can you swear here? I guess it depends on the swear.
Can you swear here? You could use both of them, but yeah, don't use a slur, like a racial slur, or
Yeah, this.
something that was really out there. But it's okay, you can say the fuck word, or the bitch word, or
The bitch word.
you can say most of them.
It's a
Lord
good
knows I
deal.
have.
Oh, fuck off. Fucking hitbox on that. Right up your butt. So angry. I wonder if this NPC summons scale. I never really thought about it.
The what now?
The NPC summons, like Tarkus.
Uh-huh. Oh, do they scale? Yeah, they scale with it. It's not like, oh my god, but yeah, they scale with it.
So instead of sucking ass, they only suck a little
can't.
wildly.
Yeah, they
There we go, Anne Orlando. We did it, guys. Mission complete. Wasn't that a fun stream? Hope you all enjoyed it. Oh, here's a meme for you guys. Price is on. There we go. We did it.
Oh man, true Dark Souls.
Oh man, that was a good Dark Souls I just did.
That was it. You did that.
I don't have the time or patience to get to ONS, because there's too many levers and shit to pull.
There's
I have
a
to
lot of
walk
bullshit.
across some fucking rafters and shit. Just check out this gargoyle. He's got a head like a testicle. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's got a scrot head. That's how it goes.
Scrotus.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look at my dashboard. I'm gonna see what I missed, because I think I missed one thing. Maybe 2, 3, 4 things. Conquer donated quite a bit of money. Greetings, guy. Love your gripes. Take care now. I will conquer. Thank you very much. That wasn't a sub, but yeah, all the same. And Bob took care of Bob. Thank you again, Bob. Alright. Yes, okay. Got everything. I was afraid I had missed like a raid or some weird thing like that.
I've been watching chat most of this time.
It's easy to miss shit. Even the mod view doesn't really take care of that. It's not great.
I'm not using mod view.
Nope, no one does. No one does until they have
no
to.
one does. Not, yeah. No one
It
really
is
does.
useful, I give it that, but yeah, no one really uses it. All the people that I was gonna raid already took off.
It's the way it is. That's how it always happens.
Could
Mod
send you
view-
over could send them over
Different.
the zone, that'd be funny.
What's the zone? I guess I'll find out.
You know, the porn artist?
I don't know that person.
Don't know Zone
Nope,
Sama?
I don't.
Okay. They'll probably be watching a movie or something like that. Sama, okay. This channel is intended for mature audiences. You can probably say a swear word in there, certainly.
Probably quite a few.
It's
Well,
not that
goodbye,
bad.
Chad.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever shit this was. Praise the sun again. Memes. Right, take off. You guys have a good night. Next stream, I'll probably be doing art-related stuff. There's a few things I need to get done, plus I need to work on some new emotes since you guys have been good enough to help me out with that. So, check you guys around. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after that. But sometime soon. Bye-bye. Raid now. Always have to give it a little bit of time. Internet still isn't great, so... Stop stream.